has moved in solidly as the number 2 hitter and leading off today against the Nighthawks. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Patrick Stark, nobody out. Takes a big swing and barrels one up to third base. It was not caught by Thompson, but he does block the play, throws to first in time. And Patrick Stark is retired at first. The runner doesn't advance, so Jack Thompson stayed with it, blocked the ball with his glove. It popped out. He short hopped it, so he never was going to make the catch, but then it popped out even off the bounce, but stayed close to him, and he recovered, made the throw just in time to get Patrick Stark. Reese Hernandez holds at second base. 1 on, 1 out, and John Peck to the plate. Batting .324 in the year. He's on an 11-game hit streak. John Peck steps in with his teammate Reese Hernandez, the runner on second base. 1 out, bottom of the first inning. No score in this contest. Dylan Waite on the mound. The lefty deals at 72 miles an hour. And it is called a strike. 0-1 the count from Dylan Waite. Biggest hole in the outfield is to right center field. Reese Hernandez, the runner at second. John Peck, who's just been on a tear lately, is batting .324 on the year. He's got a runner at second. No balls and 1 strike to John Peck. Right-handed batter now move back to second, and Hernandez dives in. No throw there to second base. Dylan Waite on the mound, gave up a leadoff double. Got the next man out on a ground out. John Peck at the plate, waving the bat back and forth. He's got 3 home runs in the last week. Now takes a big swing and hits one well to right field. Going back is Ryan Kemp. He is not going to have a play of this one, and hits the light pole in right field. John Peck has his 4th home run of the last week. It's 2-0. The Raptors lead it here in the first inning. Two extra base hits here in the first inning. A double by Hernandez, a homer by John Peck, and the Raptors take a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. John Peck, who had 1 home run earlier this year against Northwest Star Academy, and his other 4 home runs have all come since Sunday. And he homers here in the first inning. Tafton Hensley takes a breaking ball for a strike. Bottom of the first inning, Ridgefield ahead 2-0 in this contest. John Peck slicing that home run at 93 miles an hour off the bat. It travels 327 feet to right field. Tafton Hensley swings and fouls it back. 0-2 the count to Tafton out of College of the Canyons. Right-handed batter hitting .271 on the year. He is the designated hitter today. Batting cleanup on deck is Kobe Morales. So nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the first inning. And Ridgefield ahead 2-0. Dylan Waite kicks and deals a well-hit ball to left center field, and Quadrice Teague will run over. The center fielder makes the play in left center, and Tafton Hensley flies out. 2 down, nobody on for Ridgefield. Already up 2-0, and Cody Morales has just been a fantastic part of this lineup all summer long. Out of Cypress College, .336 batting average. And he has continued to hit well, had 5 hits in the Port Angeles series. Both he and Will Chambers had 5 of them. And first pitch to Will Chambers to Kobe Morales here is at the letters, ball 1 to Kobe. 2 outs, nobody on base. Ridgefield takes a 2-0 lead. Took a big lead in the win over Northwest Star Academy back in June. 9-2 is the final score in that one. 1-0 pitch to Morales. He barrels it up. Won't get too deep into right center field. Quadrice Teague running over, and the center fielder pulls it in for the inning-ending flyout. So Ridgefield gets 2 hits on the frame and score 2 runs on a 2-run bomb by John Peck. So we head to the second inning. It's the Raptors 2 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 0.
Baseball is back, and Peace Health is excited to once again sponsor the Ridgefield Raptors as they vie for the West Coast League title. Raptors games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring the thrills of Raptors baseball. As the largest health provider in Clark County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty emergency care. Peace Health and the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 great teams.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
We head to the second inning here in Ridgefield. It's the Raptors 2 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 0 here in this ball game. Glad you're with us for a Saturday evening affair. A Friday off day, a rare off day for Ridgefield. They made the use of it, and not only an off day, but it wasn't a travel day either. They go from a home game, home series, and then another home game 2 days later. And usually when you have those off days, you're traveling back from a road series, but a rare home to home with an off day in between. So Ridgefield well rested and looking like it. Jet Lotus back to the mound, and the first pitch is sliced into right field. It'll get down for a base hit for the leadoff man for Northwest Star Academy here in the second inning. Luke Staten gets a base hit, first hit of the day for Northwest Star Academy, and the Vancouver native is aboard for a leadoff single. 2-0 is the score. Ridgefield leading in this contest. Top of the second inning. And Caden Parker's the next batter. Luke Staten aboard, Vancouver kid who used to play for the Raptors, played one series for Ridgefield in Bend, and he knew he was going to go back to the Nighthawks, but just needed an extra player, and he got in for Ridgefield in that Bend series. Was a pinch runner for one of those innings there. Comes back to the Nighthawks as Lotus misses inside, 1-0 the count, and then tries to hit the outside corner and misses that one. 2 balls, no strikes to Caden Parker out of Clark Community College from West Lynn, Oregon originally. As a runner on first, nobody out. Top of the second inning, Jet Lotus on the mound out of University of Oklahoma. 2-0 pitch just off the plate. And it's 3 balls and no strikes from Jet Lotus. Jet, who plays for Skip Johnson, head coach at Oklahoma, where Jet has been for any issues. A walk to Caden Parker. And now the first two batters of this inning have both reached. Jet through a scoreless first inning, striking out 2 in that frame. But he's now allowed a single and a walk this inning. And so it is Jacob Cobb next to the plate out of Mount Hood Community College, originally from Portland, Oregon. And he steps in with runners in first and second, nobody out in the top of the second inning. So the Nighthawks getting the tying run aboard quickly. He's on first base. And the runner from second going. In fact, both runners stealing. The pitch is a strike. The throw from the catcher Priap down to third is not in time. And both runners steal successfully here in the second inning. On a pitch that was a strike from Lotus, but Caden Parker steals second. Luke Staten was the first one to break. And he went from second and got into third safely on a stolen base into third. And now the Nighthawks have 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Jet Lotus into the windup now with the runner on third. The ball skips away from Priap. Staten started to run down the line from third and returns back to where he was at. Probably the right decision. Priap got back in that ball quickly. It was called a ball, so 1-1 is the count. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. The Nighthawks have the tying run in scoring position. Jet Lotus was in the windup. Now he moves and continues in the wind. Steps back and from the first base side of the rubber, deals an off-speed in the dirt, blocked by Priap. It's 2-1, the count from Jet Lotus. Been working a lot on his location through a bullpen up in Longview when they were playing the series against the Cowlitz Black Bears, and working on command. 2-1 pitch is grounded towards third. Patrick Stark will throw home and wide of home. Needed a tag, and it's up the first baseline. Blocked by Priap, but was not able to get the tag back in front of Luke Staten, who slides in safely on a misfire from Patrick Stark. And it's a fielder's choice, and I'll probably give him an error. E5 on the play from Patrick Stark, and a run scores on the play. So Northwest Star on the board. It's 2-1. Ridgefield still leading this ball game, but fielder's choice and an error on the third baseman. Now runners on the corners with nobody out. Caden Parker got into third base on the play. Luke Staten was the one who scored. And Jacob Cobb was the runner, is now the runner at first. Ryan Camp, the next batter. And Ryan out of Linfield University by way of Tigard, Oregon. Now at the plate with Jet Lotus trying to handle things and get back on track. Runners on the corners, and the second pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count from Jet Lotus. Runners on the corners, infield into double play depth now, willing to give up the run from third if they can get a twin killing here. Ryan Camp, the right fielder, at the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners on the corners, nobody out. In the top of the second inning, a 2-1 score, Ridgefield leading. A foul tip back over the catcher. Foul ball off the bat of Ryan Camp. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ryan. So Jet Lotus got a good piece of work there with a ground ball to third and had the chance to get the tag at home. Patrick Stark running in and made the field about maybe 2/3 the way up the line, closer to third base, and just threw a little bit wide on the run. Tough play. Check swing and a foul ball to the first base side. Kobe Morales fields in foul territory as Ryan Camp only went about a quarter of the way around and fouled it towards first base. Foul ball. It keeps the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ridgefield with the outfield depth about normal distance away from home. Biggest hole is to right center field. The wind not blowing too strongly right now. A bit out towards right field. John Peck utilizing that slightly, but that ball got well over the fence. 1-2 pitch is just off the plate. 2-2 the count from Jet Lotus, who struck out 2 batters in the first inning, but he's allowed a walk and a single here in the second inning. An error didn't help things. And now there's runners on the corners with still nobody out here in the second inning. 2-1 is the score. Ridgefield up by a run. Ryan Camp at the plate. Next pitch from Lotus. Swung on and missed, and he gets his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Badly needed for Ridgefield. Now a double play would end the inning with no more runs in. Quadrice Teague is a tough one to get into a double play, however. He runs well out in center field. The Vancouver native now steps to the plate. 3 strikeouts in the day for Jet Lotus, all of them strikeouts swinging. 1 out in the inning. Runners still on the corners for the left-hand batter, Quadrice Teague. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 from Jet Lotus. Like I mentioned, trying to locate better and was working with Joey Martin and throwing a particular type of drill in his bullpen. Joey Martin, also a pitcher here for the Ridgefield Raptors, who does a lot of work with Driveline Academy, as the next pitch is above the belt. 1 ball and 1 strike to Quadrice Teague. 1 out, runners on the corners. A 1-run lead for the Raptors in the second inning. So the drill that Joey Martin taught Jet Lotus was to take colored baseballs, just kind of weighted baseballs, and line them up on the front of home plate. And they're each colored, just kind of spray painted a different color. The 1-1 pitch is down, ball 2. And so you'd place like 5 baseballs in the front of the plate. And then you go back to the mound and you still have a catcher behind home, and then you're essentially aiming towards a particular color. So you might say, okay, I'm going to throw over the green baseball, and that's the one, the second from the inside. And now you're pinpointing a very specific location, or you're throwing to the red baseball, which is just off the plate, that sort of thing. 2-1 pitch is high as Quadrice Teague pulls back the barrel, show a bunt at first. And it's now 3 balls and 1 strike to Teague. Runners on the corners, 1 out. But Jet Lotus throwing that bullpen said it helped him kind of focus on a particular spot rather than just trying to throw around the middle and you miss a little bit to the outside, whatever it may be. 3-1 pitch is called a strike. 3-2 the count. Runners on corners. With the runner at first base is Jacob Cobb. The runner at third, Caden Parker. So tying run just 90 feet away. 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Quadrice Teague waves the bat back and forth a couple times, puts it over his shoulder. Payoff is swung on and missed it. A payoff pitch for a strikeout, and Jet Lotus punches out 2 in a row. 2 down here in the second inning. So Jet Lotus will not give up an earned run here in the second inning. That error that allowed 1 run to score, and now there are 2 outs in the inning. So any more runs that come in will be not charged to Jet Lotus. 2 outs, and the next batter is Carter Monda, who takes a strike. 0-1 the count for Carter Monda, who struck out in the first inning. He was probably their most lethal bat when Ridgefield played Northwest Star Academy back in June. He's a good-looking young player. The The 0-1 pitch to Carter is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2 to Carter, so he's seen 5 pitches today. All of them have been strikes. 2 outs, runners on the corners for Carter Monda. Tying run at third base for Northwest Star Academy. The winner of this game takes the season series between these two ball clubs, both based in Ridgefield here. And Northwest Star Academy got the win in the first game. Ridgefield got revenge the very next day back in June. Runner goes from first on the 0-2 pitch, and he will get in without a throw. Jacob Cobb steals, and Bradley Preop not too concerned with him, more worried about the runner from third. And it's a ball to make the count 1-2 to Carter Monda. So runners in second and third now. 2 outs, bottom of the second. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. And Jet Lotus strikes out the side. He does allow a walk and a single. 1 unearned run comes in. But Carter Monda strikes out. Jet Lotus punches out 3 in a row to end the inning. He's got 5 strikeouts on the day. We're on the way to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-1. The Ridgefield Raptors have the lead. Don't go away.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, fruits in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Welcome back to the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. As 2 Ridgefield-based clubs, a lot of fans on hand for each team. That is why we have one of the biggest crowds in attendance here today, with fans on both sides get to come watch whatever team they're rooting for Northwest Star Academy and the Ridgefield Raptors. Bottom of the second inning, it's the Raptors with the lead, 2-1. There's the score. Brady Casper to the plate to lead off the bottom of the second inning. New pitcher for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. And don't exactly have the new player on the roster. We'll double check exactly who the new thrower is. A left-hander who comes in the second inning. And the first pitch is a ball from the left-hander and then misses inside. 2-0 the count to Brady Casper, left-handed batter out of Oregon State University. First at-bat of the day for Brady. He's playing right field today. And the 2-0 pitch on the outside corner to Brady, called for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Brady Casper, getting his 49th at-bat of the year. 48 at-bats in West Coast League play. And Brady, originally from Mission Viejo, California, facing a lefty, takes a breaking ball for a strike. 2-2's the count here to the leadoff man in the second inning. Tomorrow we've got a 105 start against the Highline Bears. First time that those two teams have played against each other this summer. The first of 2 games between the Bears and the Raptors. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Casper. He bends away from it and it runs the count full. 3-2 is the mark. Infield on the right side playing more towards the line, so a fairly big hole up the middle for Brady Casper. And a big hole to right center field as well for the left-hand hitter. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed, and Brady Casper goes down swinging to open up the bottom of the second. 1 down for the Raptors. Bradley Preap to the plate. 1 for 5 on the season. Just joined the team a few weeks ago and has kind of been the emergency catcher in the few games he's played. He's looked good. He's a fun player to watch. Swings with the ball hard and a real nice kid, Bradley Priap, to the plate out of Stockton, California. Heading to Radford University this upcoming year with one out. Priap takes inside, ball one. Bottom of the second inning, a 2-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Bradley Priap, the right-hand hitting catcher, and a fan of the San Francisco Giants. Good time of year to be a Giants fan, as Priap fouls one off the end of the bat, goes into the first side backstop, and it's a foul ball. 1-1's the count. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the second inning. 2-1 is the score. Priap at the plate. He's a Giants fan, and then Cody Darcy on deck. He's a big Seattle Mariners fan, so both teams playing fairly well. Giants, obviously, the better of the two so far. Priap takes a strike on the inside portion. 1-2 is the count. The Giants are the best record in baseball right now. And the Seattle Mariners not all that far out from a wild card spot. If they can make a run in the second half, one can hope. Bradley Priap at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on base. Bottom of the second, takes a big swing and was a bit late on it. He does get a piece and fouls it up and over the netting into foul territory. And so Priap continues the at-bat with a 1-2 count. Wearing the bright neon yellow arm sleeve and the new red jerseys. They look slick, good quality material, and new red jerseys for on a Saturday evening ball game. 1-2 pitch stays high to Priap. It's 2-2. Ridgefield ahead. Bottom of the second inning. Last time that these two teams will play this summer. We've got 3 more non-league games coming up the rest of the summer, but this is the third and final between these two teams. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Priap takes eye level on that one, and it's 3-2 the count. To the second batter of this inning. 1 out and nobody on base for Bradley Priap. Originally from Stockton, started out his college career at Ohlone College and on to Radford. He swings and fouls back the 3-2, and this at-bat continues to go on Bradley Priap's first at-bat of the day. He's batting 7th in this lineup. Cody Darcy on deck. Micah McDowell is the 9-hole hitter. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. For Bradley Priap, waves the bat back and forth and puts the burgundy-colored barrel back over his shoulder. Payoff stays high, and Bradley Priap draws a well-earned walk with 1 out in this inning. 8th pitch of the plate appearance, and he draws the first walk of the day for Ridgefield. He's on first. Ridgefield already leading this ballgame 2-1. And Cody Darcy to the plate. Has been the primary third baseman this year, especially early in the season. Patrick Stark has come in and gotten a few starts as well at the hot corner. Cody also has played some shortstop this year to the position he prefers, and he's getting the start today at short. His first at-bat of the day starts out with a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Bradley Priap, the runner at first. Ridgefield scored 2 runs in the first inning off a John Peck home run, slicing it to right field. So he has 4 home runs in the last week, 2 of them to left field, 2 of them to right field. That one 93 miles an hour off the bat of John Peck. Cody Darcy takes inside. 1-1's the count. Bradley Priap, the runner at first. Darcy is signed to Nicholls State University, was in the transfer portal out of Xavier University, where he's just about to graduate from Xavier. 1-1 pitch is hit back into the netting, and it's 1-2. For Cody Darcy, taking a sociology of sport class online through Xavier. That'll be the last class he takes from the Ohio-based university, and he'll graduate with his bachelor's degree this summer and head on to, he expects, Nicholls State, or wherever he may end up. Runner at first, 1-2 pitches swung on and bounced foul behind home, and it stays a 1-2 count to Cody Darcy. Originally from Ravensdale, Washington. He'll just tell you Enumclaw. More well-known, but he's a good baseball program up there in Ravensdale and a good facility up there. Cody Darcy comes from there, went to Kent Ridge High School. He has 1 out and a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Here it comes, and the pitch fouled back into the netting, and again, stays a 1-ball, 2-strike count. So these at-bats continuing to last a long time, even when Brady Casper struck out to open this at-bat. It was on a payoff pitch. Bradley Priap went 8 pitches, and now Cody Darcy has already fouled off 3 in a row. Here's the sixth pitch of the at-bat upcoming. The 1-2 curls high and stays outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cody Darcy. A lead of 1 run in this game. 2-1 is the score. Already 33 pitches on the inning. And we've only got 1 out and a runner on first. Cody Darcy at the plate. The 2-2 is down and in. And it's a full count to Cody Darcy. Right-hand hitter, batting .237 on the summer. On a relatively windless day. A little bit of wind blowing out towards right, but not too strong at the moment. Warm day, but not too hot in Ridgefield. Game that's about 45 minutes old. Payoff pitch to Cody Darcy. Hit well towards third base. Jack Thompson fields. The third baseman goes to second for the first out. And on to first. The turn is thrown accurately from Caden Parker. On to Travis Helm. And it's a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. Ridgefield gets 1 runner on a walk, and he ends up getting forced out. So no runners left on. No errors, no hits, and no runs for the Raptors in the second inning. And still the Raptors ahead 2-1. We are on to the third inning, which will start after this.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A&A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A&A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban. Or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A&A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A&A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Jet Lotus returns to the mound here in the third inning as we continue between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Glad that you're with us on a Saturday evening ball game as Jet Lotus goes into the windup and a foul ball to start off the third inning. Ridgefield leading this contest 2-1. Top of the third inning, and Brooks Dyer is the leadoff man out of Eastern Oregon University and the son of Casey Dyer, who's the head coach for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. They are 5-8 on the year when playing West Coast League teams. Not a bad record for a non-WCL team. The ball inside from Jet Lotus. It's 1-1. Jet has given up just 1 hit on the ball game and 1 unearned run. 1-1 is the count from Jet Lotus, who throws a off-speed, grounded to third on 2 hops. Patrick Stark fields and throws to first in time for the leadoff out. So Patrick Stark makes the accurate throw, and Brooks Dyer is retired for the first time today. He had walked in the first inning and now grounds out to third base. Jack Thompson, the batter, himself the third baseman for Northwest Star Academy. Plays for Lewis and Clark College down in Portland, originally from Millbrae, California, but has spent his summer here playing for 2 different teams. Started out with the Raptors and was the opening day starter for Ridgefield, the DH on game 1 for the Raptors on a 10-day contract, and then moved back to the Nighthawks roster and has played for Northwest Star Academy ever since. Takes a ball outside. It's 1-0 from Jet Lotus, who's been with the club basically all summer long, though a 1-0 pitch is barreled up to center field. Micah McDowell drifting back, and he's able to pull it in for the second out of the inning. So Jet Lotus cruising so far here in the third. 2 down, nobody on base, and Travis Helm is the ensuing batter. Clark Community College product from Beaverton, Oregon. He represents the tying run. It's a 2-1 ball game. Ridgefield on top of the third inning. here from the Rourke. First pitch to Helm is a bit inside and low. Ball one from Jet Lotus, who comes from Yukon, Oklahoma. Was always an OU fan growing up. And traveled over to Norman for his college ball. 1-0 pitch also misses low. 2 balls and no strikes from Jet Lotus, who is facing Travis Helm for the second time today. Helm is a strikeout victim, one of 5 such victims on the ball game so far for Jet Lotus. 2 balls and no strikes, and he misfires low again. 3-0 to Travis Helm, who is the first baseman for Northwest Star Academy from Beaverton, just over the Columbia River, and up here in Ridgefield for today's ball game. 3-0 pitch is on the inside portion for Jet Lotus. 3-1's the count at 89 miles an hour. Took a little bit off the fastball, typically in the low to mid 90s for Jet. Steps into the 3-1 pitch and a breaking ball that slides in for a strike, and he works back from a 3-0 deficit to now run the count full. 2 outs, nobody on. A 1-run lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. With the payoff pitch upcoming from Lotus. The windup in the throw. A ground ball towards short. A 2-hopper. Cody Darcy will have to throw in a hurry, and it is not in time. Safe at first on an infield single for Travis Helm. An accurate throw from Cody Darcy. Threw right on the money, but it just took a long time to come down from the heavens on the ground ball from Travis Helm. What took its time, and it got to the glove of Cody Darcy too late and too deep in the hole. And the first base runner of the inning, Travis Helm aboard for an infield single. Luke Staten to the plate, who has the other single on the day. 2 hits in the ball game for Northwest Star Academy. Runner on first and 2 outs. Jet Lotus throws an off-speed pitch down, and Bradley Priap takes a moment to recollect it. In the opposite batter's box, runner at first, 2 down. Top of the 3rd inning, the Raptors will bring up Micah McDowell to lead off next inning for his first at-bat of the day. And then we'll be back to the top of the order after that. The 1-0 pitch from Lotus is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner on first. And the batter is Luke Staten out of Vancouver. Came in as a pinch runner for Will Chambers in that Bend series. And then almost came in as a pinch hitter in that ball game. 2-0's the count and just outside. 3 balls, no strikes to Luke Staten. So he came in as a pinch runner late in the game and then went into extra, or kept on going. And into bottom of the 9th, he was going to have an at-bat, and they ended up pinch hitting for him, and he nearly got his first at-bat of the season for Ridgefield. He takes the 3-0 for a strike, and Jet Lotus gets a strike on Luke Staten, who has moved from the Raptors roster back to Northwest Star Academy and now playing against his former team. He has a runner on first and 2 outs in the 3rd inning. 3-1 pitch is swung on and didn't get it. It's a full count from Jet Lotus. He has allowed 1 walk each inning so far. A chance to snap that streak. Jet Lotus on the mound from the stretch, a runner on first. Biggest hole in the outfield is to right center field. The wind picking up slightly out to right field. The runner going on the 3-2. A swing and a miss, and the 6th strikeout of the day for Jet Lotus. And he ends the 3rd inning in good fashion. He gives up 1 base hit, an infield single, and he strands that runner on first base. He has allowed just 1 unearned run today, and that is all. We move on to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's the Raptors 2, and the Northwest Star Nighthawks yet to score. Stay with us from Ridgefield.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Micah McDowell to the plate here in the bottom of the third inning. It's a 2-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors in a series-deciding game. 3 non-league games between these two clubs split across the summer. The lone game of this weekend between these two ball clubs. Micah McDowell out of Oregon State University takes a ball in the dirt to open up the bottom of the third. Ridgefield leading 2-1 thanks to a 2-run home run by John Peck in the first inning. John could come up to the plate here in this inning. 1-0 pitch to Micah is taken for a strike. 1-1 the count. We'll go back to the top of the order after Micah's at bat to Reese Hernandez. Patrick Stark is in the hole, and John Peck would be the fourth batter of this inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to Micah McDowell out of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Takes a ball inside to set the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. We do not have the player who's the pitcher right now for Northwest Star Academy wearing a different jersey. And so we are currently unaware of who the pitcher is, but whoever it may be, a left-hander who pitched a scoreless second inning, misses outside to make it 3-1 to Micah McDowell. Left-handed hitter playing in center field today and getting his first at-bat of the ball game. 3 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch is down and away, and Micah McDowell gets aboard for a leadoff walk. That brings up Reese Hernandez, who doubled in the first inning. Led off the bottom of the first with a well-hit ball to left center field that did not get all the way to the wall. It was cut off by the left fielder, but Hernandez had the wheels to not only get to second base, but get in there without a slide. And so Hernandez came around to score a couple batters later on the home run. Throw down to first, and McDowell gets back safely. Nobody out, a 1-run lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Ridgefield back here at home tomorrow for a 105 game. Not against Northwest Star Academy. Like I said, this is the final game between these two ball clubs as Hernandez starts to go around, holds back. It was a strike anyways. And 0-1 is the count. And so tomorrow, it's the Highline Bears coming in. And for that 105 Sunday game tomorrow. 0-1 pitch to Reese Hernandez is a called strike, and he's behind 0-2. Out of San Jose State University, he's hitting .330 on the summer. Has already extended his streak here. He spent now 22 games in a row reaching base via a hit or a walk, and that includes today. 0-2 pitch is on the outside corner, and it is strike 3. Well, he already extended the streak, so it's okay, Reese. He is still just the first out of the inning, runner on first. And Patrick Stark, the next hitter. That is the second strikeout of the day for Ridgefield, while Jet Lotus has punched out 6 of his own when facing the Nighthawks offense. It's Patrick Stark, the batter. A .222 batting average. The third baseman who grounded out to third base in his opening at-bat is now at the plate for a second time. A throw down to first, and Micah McDowell gets back. An insurance run here for the Raptors with a 2-1 lead in this contest. Tomorrow's game not only at 105, but as every Sunday, kids 12 and under can get in free. Come with a paid adult, and all kids 12 and under get in for free. The first pitch to Stark is down in the dirt. The runner is going, and McDowell into second easily. Probably would have gotten there even if he wasn't stealing on the pitch, but when that ball bounced behind Jacob Cobb and the catcher unable to make a throw down to second, Micah McDowell in for a stolen base. And it's 1-0 the count to Patrick Stark, 18-year-old from Redondo Union High School. Saw his head coach here at the ballpark from Loyola Marymount University. Nathan Choate was on hand for part of the Port Angeles series. As Stark takes the ball up and away. 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out, runner on second. A 1-run lead for the Raptors in the third inning. Patrick Stark will get his first playing time for LMU this upcoming spring. He'll join Jacob Freed down there. Jacob, a relief pitcher for the Raptors this summer. Breaking ball in the 2-0 pitch. It misses upstairs. It's 3-0 the count to Patrick Stark, who has played Northwest Star Academy already. In fact, they were the first team he played this summer. He joined the team about a month ago. Got the start against the Nighthawks, and on the second pitch he saw of his Raptors career, he launched one over the bullpen to left field. 3-0 the count. He is taking, and he takes a ball. He walks with 1 out, and there are now runners on first and second. And who else is coming up but John Peck out of Pepperdine University. John has just been on a tear, does not really do it justice. He got his first home run of the year on Sunday. And when I say first home run of the year, I mean first league home run, since the statistics, are kept in WCL games, and then there's a separate category for non-league games. He did have one solo home run in the year prior. That was against Northwest Star Academy. So he actually has 5 home runs in all games. He takes a swing in the first offering and misses it. It's 0-1 the count to John Peck. 1 out, runners on first and second. Ridgefield leading 2-1. So Peck had that 1 home run, but coming into this week, he had played pretty much every game for the Raptors and did not have any home runs in West Coast League play. He was hitting really well. Like you said, he's on an 11-game hit streak. He checks his swing and grounds one on the first base side. It's just barely foul and gets almost all the way to first base, but stays in foul territory. It sets the count at no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on first and second. John Peck, who is hitting .324 on the summer and one of the league leaders in doubles in the top 5 in that category. And so even though he didn't have any home runs against West Coast League teams, he absolutely was playing as one of the best hitters around the WCL. And then he started hitting homers as well. Takes a pitch under the fist, but it's called a strike. And John Peck is down on 3 strikes. Inside corner. And it's called strike 3. John Peck goes down. 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second, both via walks. And Tafton Hensley to the plate. The designated hitter had a fly out to center field in his first at-bat. Outfield playing in standard positioning to Tafton from College of the Canyons, originally from Mooresville, North Carolina. As runners in first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tafton with an upright batting stance as he watches the pitcher look back at second. And Micah McDowell slides back in. No throw there, but McDowell safely diving back in. Runners in first and second. It's Patrick Stark, the runner at first. McDowell, the one in scoring position. First pitch that Hensley sees is a called strike. Got his first at-bat back in the first inning with that fly out to center. And now getting a second at-bat here in the 3rd inning. I do see at least 1 or 2 fans wearing the pink lemonade jerseys that Ridgefield debuted on Thursday, benefiting Pink Lemonade Project, which helps people diagnosed with or recovering from breast cancer. And Ridgefield wore those gray jerseys with the pink numbers and auctioned them off after the game. So they wore them for 1 game and 1 game only as Hensley takes down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tafton. Bottom of the 3rd inning, a 2-1 lead for the Raptors. So that auction raising in the vicinity of $10,000 on Thursday. And I saw someone wearing an Andrew Trotman jersey around the ballpark. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for Hensley. And it's 1-2. I'm not sure if Trop's parents are here. His parents, Tim and Lorinda, still live in Fairbanks, Alaska. I'll have to ask Andrew next time I see him if that's his parents or if somebody else, just maybe his host family, bought a jersey. Oh, Mike Bomar, is that his host family? No, okay. Okay, it's a foul tip off the bat of Tafton Hensley and into the glove for strike 3, and that ends the inning. So 3 strikeouts in the frame as the Nighthawks punch out the side here in the 3rd inning. It's still a Raptors lead of 1 run. 2-1 is the score as we have played 3 complete innings. Don't go away from Ridgefield.
In my bed. Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head. Got ants around the scene, and I am starting to think the experts that I know are gonna make me pest-free. The Toyota Pest Control, killing your bugs and rodents, baby. The Toyota Pest Control. Call today and get a quote for free.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A&A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A&A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A&A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A&A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
through 3 innings from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. For the Northwest Star Nighthawks, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. For the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. And so the Raptors had the lead going into the 4th inning, and a new pitcher for the Ridgefield Raptors coming in to throw is Hudson Leach out of Creighton University. Just celebrated his 19th birthday last month. The 6'2", 215-pounder takes to the mound for his first non-league inning of work this season and throws a strike to the leadoff man here in the top of the 3rd inning, who is Caden Parker, the second baseman out of Clark Community College. The 0-1 pitch from Hudson Leach is a called strike. It's 0-2 from Hudson to open up the 4th inning. So Jet Lotus finishes out his start and pitched well. 3 innings and did not give up an earned run. Gave up 2 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts on the day for Jet Lotus. The 0-2 from Leach, an off-speed that stays outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Hudson Leach, who throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. Probably his best secondary pitch is the slider. He's got 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 4th inning to the leadoff man. And Parker swings and hits one into center field. Taking a few steps back is Micah McDowell and continues to back up and gets under it. Makes the catch for the leadoff flyout. Started to take a couple steps and then realized, I need to keep running. And never had to sprint, but takes a few steps back and makes the catch, still in front of the warning track. And 1 out here in the 4th inning. Jacob Cobb is the next batter out of Portland, Oregon. A Saint from Mount Hood Community College. Right-handed batter facing right-handed pitcher in Hudson Leach. With 1 out and the base is empty. Pumps in a strike on the 94-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball from Hudson Leach. He has pitched really well this season, especially of late. He did get knocked around by Yakima Valley, but other than that, he's looked really good this year. A foul ball off the bat of Jacob Cobb, the catcher from Portland. And it's 0-2 the count with nobody on base. 1 out, a 2-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors in the 4th inning. Hudson got knocked around and took some time off after the June 12th game against Yakima Valley as he throws outside. 1-2's the count. Gave up 6 earned runs in that game against Yakima Valley, but other than that, he has gone 5 games and 7 innings, giving up just 2 earned runs. He had scoreless appearances against Corvallis, Bellingham, and Bend. 1-2 pitch is outside, misses 2-2 the count with 1 out and nobody on base. He's coming off a performance against the Cowlitz Black Bears where he gave up just 1 hit in 1 2/3 innings and 1 run, 2 strikeouts. On the year, he struck out 12 in 9 innings. 2-2 pitch hit towards first base on 1 hop. It's scooped up by Kobe Morales. He puts the hand out, runs it to the bag himself, and the first baseman records the unassisted putout. 2 down here in the 4th inning. Good play by Kobe Morales, looking towards the sun in that direction, but not too hassled by it. And it's a ground out to first base. 2 down in the inning, top of the 4th. Ryan Camp, the next batter, the right fielder from Linfield University. Tanner Jock's not in the starting lineup today, but Tanner also from Linfield, playing for the Ridgefield Raptors, watching his college teammate take a strike to open up this at-bat from Hudson Leach for Creighton University, originally from Kansas City, Missouri, but has a lot of family in Omaha, which is where Creighton University is located. 0-1 pitch, off speed that hangs upstairs. 1-1 the count from Hudson Leach. Ridgefield scoring their 2 only runs today on a home run by John Peck in the 1st inning. And it's 2-1 right now, top of the 4th. The 1-1 pitch, a fastball that's just below the knees. 1-2 the count from Hudson Leach. 6'2", 215 pounds, a right-hander, pitching for the first time in 8 days. I'm sure he'll continue to be a valuable part of the bullpen on a team that's got pretty good pitching depth. He misses high, 2-2 the count. And Ridgefield's bullpen has stayed healthy with a really good series against Port Angeles. Only needed to use 1 or 2 relievers most games of late. The Cowlitz and the Ridgefield games both going really well in terms of pitching. 2-2 pitch misses outside, or 3-2, excuse me, and it is a walk from Hudson Leach. First base runner he is allowed, so Ryan Camp is the one who earns the walk. And Quadrice Teague, the next batter, the center fielder, who struck out in the 2nd inning from Jet Lotus and now faces a different pitcher in Hudson Leach this time. Runner on first, 2 outs, a 1-run lead for the Ridgefield Raptors Top of the fourth inning, Teague takes high for ball one from Hudson Leach. Quadrice, who stands at 5'7", 150 pounds, left-handed batter. With a big hole in right center field as Micah McDowell has shifted well towards left center. Thinking Teague will hit it opposite field. The 1-0 pitch to Quadrice. It's a called strike, and it's 1-1 from Hudson Leach. The starting pitching doing really well of late for the Raptors, especially in that Port Angeles series where Ridgefield ended up getting the sweep against Port Angeles. The pitch is outside to Teague. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Ridgefield on a streak now with the last couple series. The starting pitcher has not allowed more than 2 earned runs in any of those ball games last couple series, and that stayed true against Port Angeles. 2 balls and 1 strike to Teague, and he takes a check swing and is in the zone, so a strike either way. 2-2 the count, 2 outs, runner on first. A 2-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors in the top of the fourth inning. West Coast League play resuming on Tuesday. We'll be up in Port Angeles for another 3-game series between the Lefties and the Raptors. So 6 straight West Coast League games are between the Raptors and the Lefties, with these 2 non-league games in between. The 2-2 pitch is a strikeout looking of Quadrice Teague. 7th punch out of the ball game. Give tacos to everyone on the 7th strikeout of the day, thanks to Taco Bell. That also ends the inning. Hudson Leach has gone 1 inning so far. He allows 1 walk, and he strands a runner on first. No runs in, and the Raptors maintain a lead of 2-1. Stay with us from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex on a beautiful Saturday evening.
Baseball is back, and Peace Health is excited to once again sponsor the Ridgefield Raptors as they vie for the West Coast League title. Raptors games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring the thrills of Raptors baseball. As the largest health provider in Clark County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty emergency care. Peace Health and the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 great teams.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
We head to the bottom of the fourth inning here in Ridgefield as the Raptors have not trailed in this ball game. That won't change this half inning. They're at the plate, and Kobe Morales steps in to face Dylan Waite, who is the starting pitcher. Had to double check and make sure who the pitcher was. Dylan Waite has been the thrower the entire game. So left-hander back in the mound here for the fourth inning. First pitch is hit well to center field. Going back is Teague, and the center fielder goes all the way to the warning track and makes the catch in front of the wall. Kobe Morales saw one pitch. He liked it and hit it to deep center field, but it dies at about 370 feet for out number 1. So Dylan Waite, the 17-year-old from Hawaii, has pitched well today. Did give up that 2-run home run, but he has thrown 2 scoreless innings since then. Brady Casper, the next batter, with a 2-1 lead for the Raptors, bottom of the fourth inning. The game is just over an hour old. Hit off the hands, a ground ball to short, and misplayed by Dyer. He will not have a throw at first. It'll be an error on the shortstop, Dyer, E6 on the play. And Brady Casper reaches first on the first error of the day for the Nighthawks. Runner on first, 1 out for the Raptors, and Bradley Priap will be the next batter.
Coming to the plate is your catcher, Bradley Priap.
Priap drew a walk in the second inning on a long at-bat that lasted 8 pitches. And Priap steps in for another one here with a runner on first and 1 out. A throw back, and Casper gets in safely. Playing deep in right field, Ryan Kemp playing a few strides in front of the warning track, but pretty far deep in right field with the wind blowing somewhat softly out towards right. Bradley Priap himself a right-handed hitter. Casper's going on the pitch. It's up high. Casper dives in head first to second. He is safe. And Brady Casper gets a stolen base on the first pitch of the Priap at-bat. Runner in scoring position for the Raptors with still just one out. Brady Casper gets in safely for his first stolen base of the season, his first attempt on the year. Runner on second, a 1-0 pitch to Bradley Priap, and he fouls it back to even the count at 1-1 strike. 1 out, runner on second, bottom of the fourth inning. A 2-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Bradley Priap did draw that walk in the second inning. He ended up getting forced out at second base later that frame on a double play. Now Priap an RBI opportunity for the catcher. 1-1 pitches down over the shoelaces for ball 2 from Dylan Waite, a left-hander. The 17-year-old with a fastball, changeup, curveball, slider. Was part of a state championship squad at Baldwin High School in Hawaii. That high school also winning state championships in 2016 and 2016, 2018. That was the one he was a part of, and third place in 2019. The next pitch skips away from the catcher on the 2-1. It gets all the way to the backstop, and Brady Casper is able to trot his way into third base for a wild pitch from Dylan Waite. And so now after a one-out error, and Brady Casper is into third base after a stolen base and then a wild pitch. And Bradley Priap, the batter, with a runner on third and just 1 out. Outfield playing fairly far deep with 2 balls and 1 strike. And Priap takes a strike in the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes with a runner on third. Bottom of the fourth inning. Bradley Priap headed to Radford University, where he'll major in nursing. Just finished out getting his associate's degree at Ohlone College, spending 2 years in Fremont. The 2-2 to Bradley is on the inside corner, and Priap strikes out looking. It is the second out of the inning here with Cody Darcy next to the plate. Still a runner on third to try to extend the 1-run lead. Cody Darcy hit into a double play in the second inning. Now he's got a runner on third with 2 outs. A big RBI opportunity for Cody Darcy, who's hitting .237. He's getting his 95th at-bat. Well, he's had 93 plus 1 today in terms of 93 at-bats coming in West Coast League play. The first pitch to Darcy is up and away. He's had 104 at-bats if you include non-league games as well, such as today. Darcy with 23 hits on the year, 7 doubles, 5 home runs, and 14 RBIs, going for number 15 here. He's ahead 1 ball and no strike. Waite throws, and Dylan Waite gets in a strike. 1-1 the count on the 73-mile-hour offering from the lefty. 2 outs, runner on third. Infield playing towards the lines for Cody Darcy, right-hand hitter who can pull the ball. He can go opposite way. This time he yanks one, a pull of a fly ball down the line. If it stays fair, it's got a chance to go. It won't stay fair. And did that left fielder make a catch over the wall? Yes, he did, going tumbling over. Carter Monda just made an absolutely ridiculous catch in left field. Even the Ridgefield bullpen was standing up to applaud him, even though that's their opponent. And that's how good of a catch that was, as Carter Monda went head over heels over the wall, ended up on the grassy berm in foul territory and made the catch. That is unbelievable for Carter Monda. And that ends the inning here in the bottom of the fourth. So Cody Darcy flies out on a well-hit fly ball that if there is pretty much any other left fielder, that's just a foul ball. But Cody Darcy ends it with a fly ball to left, and Carter Monda makes maybe the best defensive play we have seen all year. And it keeps the ball game at a 1-run deficit for the Nighthawks. The Raptors have a 2-1 lead as we head to the 5th inning. Hudson Leach back to the mound after this.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Leonard Homes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Well, after his unbelievable catch in left field, Carter Monda will lead off the next inning from Hudson Leach, who fires a fastball outside for ball one. We are into the top of the fifth inning here from the Rourke. The Raptors leading 2-1. Carter Monda, the left fielder for the Northwest Star Nighthawks, leading off the fifth inning. And the 1-0 pitch, he hits it well to center. Micah McDowell will have to go back, but he should be able to get under it. And he makes the catch in center field for the first out. Carter Monda, who made a head-over-heels tumbling catch, circling over the fence and coming down with the ball in left field, now hits a fly ball to record the first out of the fifth inning. Brooks Dyer is the next batter out of Eastern Oregon University by way of Vancouver, Washington. Dyer, the shortstop, with the bases empty and one out in the fifth inning. This game an hour and 12 minutes old so far. We're in the fifth. First pitch from Leach is high, ball one, with the outfield playing fairly deep to Brooks Dyer, who drew a walk in his first at-bat and grounded out to third base in his next. He takes a strike to even the count at 1-1 from Hudson Leach out of Creighton University. Pitched a scoreless fourth inning. And now for his second inning of relief work. Has gotten one out so far. 1-1 pitch and off speed that fools Dyer. Swings and does not get it. And it's 1-2 to Brooks Dyer. Jet Lotus went 3 innings without an earned run allowed. Hudson Leach has done similarly so far. 1-2 pitch hit off the fists and behind home plate for a foul ball. Stays at a 1-2 count. One out. Bases are empty at the moment in the fifth inning for Northwest Star Academy. A 6-2 victory for the Nighthawks earlier this year against Ridgefield, but the Raptors played the next day against the same team and won 9-2. A ground ball to second base. John Peck short hops it, bobbles the ball, throws to first in time. A recovery for John Peck, and indeed he recovers. A high chopper that he short hopped on the second bounce, and then even despite a little bobble after that, got it onto first in time for the second out of the inning. John Peck, a nice play at second base. And that brings up Jack Thompson, the third baseman from Lewis and Clark College. Was the leading hitter this spring for the Pioneers, and now playing for the Nighthawks. Takes a strike from Hudson Leach. Top of the fifth inning, 2 outs. The Raptors leading 2-1 in this contest. All kids 12 and under get in free tomorrow for another non-league game. 1:05 the start time. 0-1 pitch barreled up to right field. It will land and get almost to the fence. In fact, it gets past Casper, and it one hops the wall. Thompson will head for second. The throw in is not in time. And sliding in feet first, Jack Thompson has a 2-out double for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. And they have the tying run in scoring position. Jack Thompson hit that one well to right field and gets the double here with 2 down. Travis Helm is the next batter, who is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Had a single in the third and did not score. He struck out in the first inning, so this is his first time facing Hudson Leach today. The first pitch from Hudson is called a ball. 1-0 the count. 2 outs, runner on second. A 2-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Yesterday, Corvallis defeating the Portland Pickles 6-4. That helps out Ridgefield in terms of the overall standings. Ridgefield 5-1 in the second half. The 1-0 pitch inside bounces away from Priap, but not too far, just right behind him. And Thompson stays at second base. 2-0 the count from Hudson Leach. Big hole in right center field for Travis Helm, the right-handed hitter, as Ridgefield shortens up the gap towards the left side of the outfield. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs tying run in scoring position for the Nighthawks. Hudson kicks, and out of the stretch, a foul ball lined towards right field as Travis Helm gets the first strike of the at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike for Helm out of Clark Community College, playing for Mark Magdaleno, the head coach, both for the Penguins of Clark Community College and the Pickles of Portland here in the West Coast League. At the moment, it looks like Ridgefield and the Portland Pickles might be the 2 teams coming down the wire for the second playoff berth in the Southern Division. But then again, you've also got the Bend Elks and the Cowlitz Black Bears vying to win the second half. 2-1 pitch is look over the plate, but must have been low. And it's 3-1 from Hudson Leach. So Ridgefield's played 2 series in the second half. They will continue for the third one this upcoming week. 8 series in the second half. The winner gets a playoff berth. Ridgefield has had 1 year in team history. Did not make the postseason back in 2019 with a 27-27 record. This year they're on pace to beat that. They're 18-12. 3 balls and 1 strike from Hudson. Leach to the plate, and it's hit towards third. It's scooped by Stark. It goes to Darcy, and the shortstop throws in time. It's a 5-6-3 ground ball out as Stark had it kick off his glove. The third baseman basically passed it to the shortstop, and Cody Darcy received on the ricochet through to first, and Kobe Morales picked it for the inning-ending ground ball. How about that? 5-6-3, not a double play, just a single out to end the frame. And we are on to the bottom of the 5th. At the midway part of this ball game, it's the Raptors 2 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 1.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Leonard Homes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Bottom of the 5th inning here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. It's a 2-1 lead for the Raptors as we start out the second half of this ball game. As Dylan Waite throws the first pitch to Micah McDowell. Grounds it foul behind home plate. McDowell comes in to lead off the 5th inning out of Oregon State University on the summer. He's hitting .219. He drew a walk in the 3rd inning, got a stolen base that frame, ended up getting stranded at second base. Played well against the Nighthawks so far this summer. His 3rd game played against Northwest Star Academy. Swings at the 0-1 and doesn't get it. No balls and 2 strikes to Micah McDowell. The Raptors leading 2-1 in this contest. Bottom of the 5th. Micah had 2 hits on June 20th against Northwest Star Academy, the most recent game between these 2 ball clubs. He had a double and 2 runs scored in that contest. The 0-2 pitch gets over the catcher and back to the screen from Dylan Waite, who's gone 4 pretty good innings. He gave up a 2-run home run in the first, but since then has gone 3 scoreless innings for the future Clark Community College Penguin. The left-hander from Hawaii is just 17 years old, but he has gone the last 3 innings scoreless, and trying to get Micah McDowell out as the leadoff man. He throws high for ball 2. 2-2 is the count to Micah McDowell, the center fielder, left-hand hitter. With his first at-bat perhaps on the day, had that walk in his initial plate appearance. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Dylan Waite. takes a deep breath and throws high and inside, and some chin music backs Micah McDowell out of the batter's box. It's a full count to Micah. With nobody on base, the leadoff man in the bottom of the 5th inning. On deck is Reese Hernandez. Micah McDowell waving the bat back and forth. An upright batting stance. The payoff pitch hit towards second base and over the head of Caden Parker. It's a single to right field for Micah McDowell. And the Raptors have the leadoff man aboard here in the 5th inning. 3rd hit of the ball game for the Ridgefield Raptors. That evens up the Raptors with the Nighthawks. Ridgefield already leading this contest 2-1. Reese Hernandez to the plate, the left fielder with a .330 batting average. He had the first hit of the ball game for either team, a double to left center field. He's 1 for 2 on the day, scored the first run for either team. Hernandez takes high and in as Dylan Waite tries to use each part of the strike zone, but misses on that first offering to Reese Hernandez from San Diego, and played for a San Diego-based institution to start out his college career. He transferred out of Grossmont College after finishing out at that JUCO and went to San Jose State. He fouls one back. It's 1-1 the count from Reese Hernandez, the left fielder with a runner on first, nobody out, bottom of the 5th inning. So Ridgefield getting some help yesterday with the Corvallis Knights defeating the Portland Pickles 6-4. I say help because most likely Ridgefield would want Portland to lose, although Corvallis losing wouldn't be all that bad either. A pitch down and away misses to Hernandez. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Now Ridgefield wants to win the second half, and they'll perhaps be neck and neck with the Corvallis Knights. Currently they're tied with the Knights, although it's early in the second half. Both teams playing just 6 games, but they're both 5-1 so far. The 2-1 pitch with the runner going, a swing and a miss. McDowell sliding in, feet first and safely into second base for a stolen base for Micah McDowell. The throw over the head of the shortstop. It's snagged by Caden Parker behind the bag. The second baseman came in to clean it up. McDowell slid over the bag, and had that tag been applied, might have been dangerous if he could kept his glove on second base, but he slides past it with no harm done. It is a stolen base for Micah McDowell. Still nobody out. 2-2 the count as Reese Hernandez takes high, and the count is full with an extra run in scoring position. Ridgefield already leading 2-1. So McDowell with his second stolen base of the ball game. And a runner on second here with a payoff pitch upcoming from Dylan Waite. He comes set, facing towards the first base line, looks over at second once, now twice. Longer look on the second one, and a foul ball from Reese Hernandez goes directly behind home plate. Over the Ridgefield High School logo. Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex, home of the Spudders and the Raptors. Ridgefield High School and the West Coast League team, Ridgefield Raptors. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second. Here's another payoff pitch, and it's swung on and again fouled, this time over the bleachers along the left field side into the wind. That's blowing out towards right field. Not too strong, but a little bit more than it was earlier today. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hernandez has fouled off 2 in a row. Runner on second, nobody out. A 1-run lead for the Raptors. Patrick Stark is on deck. John Peck is in the hole. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, dancing back and forth. And McDowell will now walk back to second as Dylan Waite steps off the rubber before returning back onto the slab. Comes set, kicks for the payoff. It's swung on and hit towards center field. Not too deep. Quadrice Teague running in, and he won't have the play. It's the left fielder, Carter Monda, sliding in feet first, and he saves the day. Carter Monda is just having himself a spectacular defensive evening. A diving, tumbling catch earlier today over the wall in foul territory. This time, he was the only one who really looked confident on that play. Teague didn't really know where it was going. The shortstop running out, Brooks Dyer, and Carter Monda just slid in and said, "Don't worry, guys, I got this." And he makes the play. 1 out in the inning. Reese Hernandez is put away. A mound visit now for Dylan Waite, who allowed the leadoff man to single. That was Micah McDowell. Then a fly out to the left fielder, Carter Monda. And Patrick Stark will be the next batter in this inning. A ground out and a walk on the day for Patrick. He's hitting .222 on the summer, the third baseman today. The 18-year-old facing a guy even younger than him. It might be the only time that Patrick Stark faces a pitcher this summer who is younger than him. A recent high school graduate for Patrick Stark. He's from Redondo Beach, California, headed to his freshman year at Loyola Marymount this upcoming year. With one out, he takes a big swing and is a bit late on the throw from Dylan Waite, the 17-year-old from Baldwin High School in Hawaii. Dylan, who also was on the 2019 Senior Little League World Championship team. Pitches for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. 0-1 pitch, a slider that's hit high into center field, but not deep. Quadrice Teague sprinting in, and the center fielder pulls it in for the second out of the inning. So 2 flyouts here in a row for the Raptors, and John Peck is next at the plate. He also hit a fly ball in the first inning. That one sliced over the fence in right field at 95 miles an hour off the bat. It traveled 327 feet. And now he's back at the plate. 1 for 2 in the contest with that 2 RBI home run that is accounted for the only 2 runs on the day for Ridgefield. It's a 2-1 ball game with a runner on second and 2 outs here in the 5th inning. John Peck at the plate. First pitch is over the plate. And strike 1 from Dylan Waite. Will be perhaps his final inning, as the Nighthawks do have a little bit of activity going in their bullpen. So Dylan Waite trying to close out the 5th inning and go his 4th consecutive scoreless frame if he can get John Peck out. The 0-1 to John is under the fist for ball 1. 1-1 the count to the Pepperdine Wave, who's on a 12-game hit streak now, including that home run from the first inning. Will up his batting average from .324 on the summer. John Peck himself, a 18-year-old, hits one well to right center field. Quadrice Teague will sprint back. He's going to have a tough time getting there. He can't. It lands right in front of the warning track and bounces over the wall. A ground rule double. Another RBI for John Peck. It scores Micah McDowell, and the Raptors have their first run since the first inning. All 3 RBIs on the day by John Peck. The Raptors lead it 3-1. He has gone to right field for the home run earlier today, to right center field for the ground rule double. And he has 2 extra base hits in the contest. It scores Micah McDowell from second base, and Tafton Hensley is the next batter. 2 outs, runner on second, a 3-1 lead, and Hensley takes a shot at the first pitch. He hits it into straightaway center field, and Quadrice Teague barely has to move, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So John Peck gets his 3rd RBI of the day, a ground rule double to score McDowell. It's the Raptors 3 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 1 after 5 complete innings from Ridgefield.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
Ridgefield Main Street thanks you for supporting the Raptors and downtown, the heart of Ridgefield. Spend the moolah you win at the game at downtown shops and restaurants. Upcoming events include Main Street Day, C-Tran Shuttle Downtown Tailgate, and the Friday Night Flicks Outdoor Film Series. We are a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. More information at ridgefieldmainstreet.com, and find us on Facebook at Ridgefield Main Street. We'll see you downtown, and go Raptors!
Glad to have you with us for this Saturday evening ball game from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. It's the Ridgefield Raptors playing the first of 2 non-league games this weekend. It's the Northwest Star Nighthawks in town, and a 3-1 lead at the moment. 3 RBIs on the day for John Peck. He had a ground rule double last half inning. And so the Raptors have a 3-1 advantage through 5 complete innings, and to come out to pitch the 6th, is Jacob Acosta. He's out of Cal State Bakersfield. The right-hander gets his first inning of work here. He has pitched in 3 games so far this summer. Acosta to the mound to face a pinch hitter. It's Lairbach, and Matthew laces the ball down the right field line and foul towards right field. Well hit ball by Lairbach on the first pitch he sees in this ball game. That exited the premises here, but in foul territory. Matthew Lairbach out of Clackamas Community College, originally from Gladstone. That is Gladstone, Oregon, 5'6", 155. And Lairbach at the plate for an 0-1 count now. Nobody out, just starting out the 6th inning. Jacob Acosta back on the mound, and a breaking ball for ball 1 to Lairbach. 1-1 the count from Jacob Acosta, who has an ERA of 3.37. Has not given up a run in his last 2 appearances. He gave up 2 earned against the Portland Pickles. The 1-1 pitch is a ball. 2-1 the count from Jacob Acosta. So two scoreless appearances, Port Angeles and Bellingham. The other 2 opponents he pitched 4 days ago. Went 2 innings against the lefties, induces a fly ball in foul territory, and no chance for Brady Casper, who runs out of room, and the ball landing in the grass wide of right field. 2 balls and 2 strikes, no outs, top of the 6th inning. Ridgefield ahead 3-1 in this contest. 2 somewhat high-scoring games between these 2 clubs so far this summer. 6-1 the final score, with the Nighthawks winning, and then 9-2 the win for Ridgefield. So these 2 teams are even so far this summer. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. It's in the dirt, and Bradley Preup tags him out. It is a strikeout for Jacob Acosta, who punches out the first man he sees. Gets Lairbach out. That'll bring up Caden Parker next up. So Luke Staten was the one being pinch hit for. He ends his day 1 for 2 in the contest. Caden Parker at the plate, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, and he swings and does not get a piece of the pitch from Jacob Acosta, who's from Exeter, California. Pitches for the Roadrunners of Cal State Bakersfield. Has 1 out and 1 strike on Caden Parker, who does not swing in the next offering. It's high for ball 1. Top of the 6th inning, Ridgefield ahead by 2 runs. Yesterday, the Corvallis Knights defeating the Portland Pickles 6-4, and so the Pickles are now 2-2 in the West Coast League in the second half. A pitch inside, 2-1 the count to Caden Parker. Ridgefield is 5-1, so they're tied with Corvallis. Well, I guess Corvallis moving ahead at 6-1 now in the second half, but Ridgefield mostly concerned with the Portland Pickles since Corvallis already has a playoff berth. A ground ball to second. John Peck fields the worm burner and throws it on to first for the out. And that is the second out of this inning. And Jacob Cobb, the next batter, with 2 outs and nobody on base here in the top of the 6th inning. Cobb, the catcher from Mountain Hood Community College, is 0 for 2 in the day. He did reach on an error and grounded out to first base in his other at-bat. 2 outs and nobody on. A called strike on Jacob Cobb from Jacob Acosta. 2 guys who spell Jacob differently. Jacob Cobb, the batter, in the more conventional sense, while Jacob Acosta throws the 0-1. Ground ball to right field, and it's through the infield for a base hit. And the first runner allowed by Jacob Acosta, who spells his name Jaykob, and he gives up a single to his fellow Jacob. Ryan Camp, the next batter, the right fielder from Linfield University, has a strikeout and a walk on the ball game. Runner on first, 2 down. Top of the 6th inning, a 3-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Take a look in a moment at the scoreboard around the league for the other games going on today. There's that Corvallis and Portland one is the most important one to Ridgefield. Breaking ball stays high from Acosta, 1-0 the count. 2 outs, runner on first. The Raptors leading 3-1. Cowlitz is trying to defeat Yakima Valley again. They lead 4-0 in the 7th inning up at Story Field in Longview. Bellingham trailing the Bend Elks 3-1 down at Vince Ganna Stadium. 1 ball and no strikes from Jacob Acosta from the stretch. He throws on the inside corner at strike 1. Walla Walla leading Port Angeles 5-1, so the Port Angeles lefties could suffer their 7th loss in a row if they don't come back. They will host Ridgefield starting Tuesday for a 3-game series. The Portland Pickles leading the Corvallis Knights in the 6th inning. 2-0 is the score. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, and it's a 1-2 count from Jacob Acosta. He has struck out 1 this inning, his first inning of work for the Raptors here today. In the 6th inning, he's got 2 strikes on Ryan Camp, who has yet to put the ball in play today. A walk and a strikeout. He has a runner on first with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Jacob Acosta comes set with his hands at the belt buckle. 1-2, a breaking ball. That stays inside. 2-2's the count on the 77-mile-an-hour throw from Acosta. Outfield shaded towards the left field line for the center fielder and left fielder, while the right fielder Casper playing towards the right field line. So a big hole in right center for the Ridgefield outfield. Ryan Camp at the plate, the right-handed batter, with a 2-ball and 2-strike count from Acosta, who deals, gets a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Jacob Acosta strikes out 2 in the frame. He strands 1 in the inning, and no runs come in. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Raptors 3 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 1.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Bottom of the 6th inning from Ridgefield. The Raptors ahead 3-1 in this ball game. New pitcher Dylan Myers comes in for the Northwest Star Nighthawks to face the Ridgefield Raptors in the bottom of the 6th inning. Thanks so much for joining us for Ridgefield baseball. We're coming down the home stretch of the season, or maybe the home stretch towards the home stretch, in the second half of the West Coast League summer of 2021. How fun has it been just to get baseball back around the Northwest? No West Coast League season last year, and so we went about 660 days with no baseball, and it's a beautiful day for America's pastime here today. The shadows lengthening over the infield on a day in which we saw temperatures mostly in the mid-70s. Currently at 72 degrees right now in Ridgefield. Sunset about 40 minutes from now. Could be setting right as Ridgefield is taking their last hack. So we're in the 6th inning right now. Bottom half of the inning. Kobe Morales is the leadoff hitter of this frame. The first baseman who has twice flied out to center field. Left-hand hitter will be the first one to face Dylan Myers, who comes from Western Oregon University, originally from the Willamette Valley. Hails from Eugene. Another fly ball to center field. This one's going to get even deeper. Quadrice Teague going back. It's off the top of the wall. And Kobe Morales will get into second easily for a stand-up double. He has now thrice fly the ball to center field. This one finally, he gave no chance to be caught by Quadrice Teague. That was about maybe a foot, if not less, away from getting over the wall in left center, just to the left of the batter's eye, and it hit the very top of the wall for what could have been his 6th home run of the year. And Dylan Myers has thrown one pitch and given up a double for Kobe Morales. Kobe, who has been leading the West Coast League in doubles part of this year. He has since been surpassed by Caden Connor, who's not in the starting lineup today. Bottom of the 6th inning, nobody out. Dylan Myers throws his second pitch of the relief appearance, and it misses down and away to Brady Casper. 1-0 the count to the Oregon State utility player. Casper is ahead, 1 ball and no strikes with no outs, runner on second. And the next pitch to Casper stays outside, 2-0 the count. Bottom of the 6th inning, Ridgefield ahead 3-1. They led 2-0 early on when John Peck homered. Northwest Star scored a run in the second inning to cut the lead in half. But Ridgefield stranded a runner at third and then added a canceling out run in the fifth. The 2-0 pitch is called a strike on the outside portion from Dylan Myers, who's a 5'11", 165-pound right-hand thrower. Gave up a leadoff double, but has now thrown a strike to Brady Casper, 2-1 the count with nobody out. Left-hand hitter for Casper, facing a right-handed pitcher. Takes strike two is the call from our home plate umpire tonight, Joel Thompson. It's Mark Allen out in the field. Bradley Priap is on deck. Ridgefield trying to extend the 3-1 lead. Brady Casper at the plate. Today he has gotten aboard once out of 2 at-bats. 2-2 pitch is outside, and the count is full to Brady. Struck out in the second inning. He got aboard via an error in the fourth when he hit a ground ball to short, and Brooks Dyer bobbled it. Would have been a close play. Who knows, maybe Brady Casper would have beaten it out, but yeah, it goes down as an error, and it's a full count with nobody out. The payoff pitch is blooped into left field. Carter Monda having to sprint in and now slows up. He's able to get under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Bradley Priap is the next batter. Cody Darcy steps into the on-deck circle. Cody's very familiar with what Carter Monda can do in left field. He was the one who hit the fly ball deep into the corner that nearly got out for a home run. It hooked foul and was looking like it was just getting it harmlessly into the grass outside the ballpark, but Carter Monda made the catch, tumbling over the wall in left field to end an inning earlier. Cody Darcy will get an at-bat in just a moment. Bradley Priap to the plate right now with 1 out and a runner on second, and he grounds the ball to third base, fielded on a couple hops by Jack Thompson. He throws accurately to first, and the runner at second holds, and Kobe Morales. That will bring up Cody Darcy with 2 outs in the inning and a runner in scoring position. 3-1 is the lead. Ridgefield on top. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ridgefield 18-12 on the year. The Raptors, including non-league games, are 22-14 on the summer. Chance to go for win number 23 here. Runner on second. The first pitch to Cody Darcy is called a strike from Dylan Myers. First time that these two players have matched up against each other. Out of the stretch is Dylan Myers, peering into his battery mate Jacob Cobb. Comes set, and the 0-1 pitch from Myers is a strike, kind of a side-arming delivery from Myers. And he evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike, a runner at second. The Raptors ahead 3-1. Here in this non-league game, one more such game to come tomorrow against the Highline Bears. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs to Cody Darcy. Here comes Myers with the pitch. It's grounded wide of third base, and foul will set the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hey, thanks to Leonard Homes, building new homes in Southwest Washington and Oregon. Find your dream home today with Leonard. Also thanks to Rhino Custom Metal Supplies. We can handle all your metal flashing and tool needs. That's Rhino Custom Metal Supplies. Runner on second and 2 outs. Cody Darcy at the plate. The 1-2 pitch is hit into right center field, hooking towards the wall. It might split the outfielders, and it might get over the wall, and it does the latter. It's a 2-run bomb for Cody Darcy, and the Raptors take a 5-1 lead on the 6th dinger of the year for Cody Darcy. The pride of Enumclaw, Washington, hammers one to right center field. He gets his 6th home run of the year, up to 16 RBIs on the summer, and Cody Darcy is not going to let that one get caught by Carter Mondo like his fly ball over the left field wall earlier today. That one gets over the right center fence, and it scores Kobe Morales from second base. 2nd home run of the day for the Raptors. John Peck and Cody Darcy both homering. First pitch to Micah McDowell is a strike. 0-1 the count, and Myers now gives up a high fly ball all the way to the wall. This one might have a chance to get out. Oh, it has a chance. It's gonna go. Micah McDowell has gone back-to-back with Cody Darcy. 2 home runs in the inning And the Raptors lead at 6-1 on the second home run of the year for Micah McDowell. Just 2 pitches, and Micah McDowell homers, so 2 home runs in the last 3 pitches. And the Raptors have plated 3 runs this inning. It's a 6-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Reese Hernandez to the plate. Hey, if he homers, go back to back to back, it'll be his first of the year. He takes a strike in the outside corner. Okay, I won't put pressure on you, Reese. You've already done well enough today with a double. And he scored on a home run later. Those home runs both in the 90s as Hernandez takes a strike, 0-2. The first one at 98 miles an hour off the bat for Cody Darcy, and then 95 miles an hour off the barrel of Micah McDowell. The 0-2 pitch to Reese Hernandez. He hits one pretty well. It won't get out, but Quadrice Teague, the center fielder, will have a decent run to get to it, and he makes a catch in center field to end the inning. Ridgefield scores 3 runs in the frame on a pair of home runs, one of them that traveled 339 feet from Micah McDowell, the other one 372 feet from Cody Darcy, who gets his first home run since the walk-off against the Bellingham Bells. And Ridgefield extends the lead at 6-1 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Stay with us for more Ridgefield Raptors baseball.
At Clark Public Utilities, we know you depend on electricity every day. And even though our offices remain closed, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by phone, online, and email. The past year has brought changes to many in our community. We've lost jobs or reduced working hours, disrupted childcare, and the challenge of teaching the kids. If you've been financially impacted by the pandemic and can't pay your utility bill, call us or send an email right away. Eligibility for payment assistance has been expanded so more households may qualify. Through it all, we're always here to provide you with safe and reliable service, and we're ready to help. Clark Public Utilities, ranked highest in customer satisfaction among residential mid-sized utilities in the West by J.D. Power, 13 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Clark Public Utilities, we're always here.
Top of the 7th inning here from Ridgefield. Andrew Trotman in to pitch with a 5-run lead to his name. He comes in for his first inning of work with Quadrice Teague to the plate. Back-to-back homers in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Ridgefield Raptors. They scored 4 runs just in the last 2 frames as Andrew Trotman comes in out of Fairbanks, Alaska. And the side-winding right-hander throws a ball to Teague to open up the at-bat and then catches the outside corner on the next pitch to even up at 1-1. Just starting out this 7th inning and the final game that these two teams will play against each other this summer. Trotman kicks and a foul ball off the bat of Quadrice Teague out of Clark Community College. And it's 1-2 from Andrew Trotman. Ridgefield with 3 home runs on the day, 2 of them not just last inning, but back-to-back as Micah McDowell followed up Cody Darcy. First time this year we've had back-to-back homers. 1-2 pitch misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Andrew Trotman, who has gone 12 appearances now on the summer. 14 on the summer. He's got 1 save. He's got 21 innings overall. Gets a swing and a miss from Quadrice Teague, and he strikes out the first batter he faces, 1 down in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss from Teague. We go back to the top of the order, and Carter Monda, who's done it all today defensively. The offense has not quite been his day so far. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, but now he will get aboard with a first pitch hit by pitch, and Carter Monda is on to first base. So Carter Monda, who plays for Clark College, a teammate of Andrew Trotman, both of them from Clark, and I'm sure no ill will there between the two Penguins of Clark Community College, and Trotman just came a bit inside, and he hits Carter Monda 1 on, 1 out for the Northwest Star Nighthawks, who will bring up Brooks Dyer next. Here in the top of the 7th, takes a ball to start the at-bat. Dyer has walked and grounded out twice today. Infield into double play depth as the shortstop's at the plate with a 1-0 count from Andrew Trotman. Comes set and deals a off-speed for a strike, 79 miles an hour, and it's 1-1 the count from Andrew Trotman. Andrew, who comes in with an ERA of 3.43 in his 13 appearances on the season. 22 strikeouts now, including that punch-out earlier this inning in 21 innings. The 1-1 from Trotman runs on the outside corner and stays just on the outside black for a called strike. It's 1-2. Andrew wears number 27. He wore the gray jersey yesterday or 2 days ago when Ridgefield auctioned off the jerseys for the Pink Lemonade Project, and the victor of the auction for Trotman's jersey was Mike Bomar, who's wearing that jersey in the stands today. Throw down to second on the stolen base attempt by Carter Monda, and he is thrown out at second. Caught stealing by Bradley Priap, and there's 2 outs. The base is empty now for the Raptors. Priap just gunned it down to second. It was a bang-bang play. Carter Monda is thrown out at second base. That's the second out of the inning, and the bases are empty now. And a 2-2 pitch from Andrew Trotman, a ground ball towards first base and foul. And it stays at a 2-2 count. Mike Bomar wearing that number 27 Andrew Trotman jersey. Andrew on the mound right now. Bomar, who's with Port of Vancouver, an executive there in Prairie High School. He pitched 4 years at University of Washington himself and was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds back in 1997. And now wearing the jersey of a youngster coming up the ranks himself in Andrew Trotman, who works out of the windup now. A 2-2 pitch is hit hard to left field. It will be playable for Reese Hernandez. Takes a couple steps back, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So Andrew Trotman faces the minimum in the 7th inning. He puts a 0 up on the board. That is the 5th consecutive scoreless inning for Ridgefield pitchers. It's a 6-1 score. The Raptors have the lead as we head to the 7th inning stretch. Don't go away.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch exciting Ridgefield Raptors baseball. Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Ridgefield Raptors battle other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe outdoor event is a perfect outing for you and your friends. Peace Health is a proud sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors, with a team of medical experts on deck to provide your family the care you need. Treat your family to an exciting night at the ballpark and make it part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Ridgefield Raptors baseball, a great double play.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, fruits in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky voice.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Good night for the Ridgefield Raptors. 3 home runs on the day, and the pitching has held up. Jet Lotus started this game with 3 innings, no earned runs, and the bullpen has held strong. As Ridgefield has gone the last 4, make it 5 innings in a row scoreless. They have a 6-1 lead in this contest. And to the bottom of the 7th inning, Patrick Sharp to the plate. Patrick is an incoming freshman at Loyola Marymount University. He has a walk and a flyout, a ground out on the day. 0 for 2 with a walk, and he steps in to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning against Dylan Myers, the right-hand pitcher from Western Oregon University. Ridgefield scoring each of the last 2 innings. Scored 1 run back in the 5th on an RBI double by John Peck, and then had back-to-back home runs in the 6th inning. A 2-run bomb by Cody Darcy, followed up by a solo homer by Micah McDowell. Now it's Patrick Stark, who does have a home run on the year in a non-league game, as the pitch is outside on the off speed. 1-0 the count to Patrick Stark. Next pitch is a bit high. 2-0 the count to Patrick Stark. Bases empty, just leading off the bottom of the 7th. Ridgefield with 7 hits on the day, nearly half of them home runs. 2-0 the count from Myers, and he misses outside. 3-0 to Patrick Stark. John Peck, the next batter, who has an RBI double and a 2-run home run. He's on deck with a 3-0 count to Patrick Stark. The right-hand batter readies for the 3-0 and takes all the way into strike on the outside corner. 3-1 is the count. Chris Coda coaching from the third base box, the head coach for the Ridgefield Raptors. Nick Allen in the first base box. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and hit high in the air and behind home plate, foul. Nick Allen, who's also the head coach at Ridgefield High School, plays their home games right here at the Rourke. The Spudders went 11-5 this year, won the league title this year, with Nick Allen leading the way for Ridgefield High School. Here's the payoff pitch upcoming to Patrick Stark, and an off-speed high for ball 4. Patrick Stark gets aboard for his second walk of the day, the leadoff man on base, and John Peck steps in with 3 RBIs. He had, at one point, all of the team's RBIs. He's since been relieved of that status. He now has nearly half of the team's RBIs today. Still, 3 runs batted in is pretty darn good. It's a 6-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors, bottom of the 7th. Patrick Stark at first base. John Peck out of Pepperdine University is the batter. Takes high for ball 1. Nick Allen, the head coach for Ridgefield High School, an assistant coach here at the Raptors. And he's done well at Ridgefield High. He's coached the last few years, and a history teacher is there as well. 1-0 pitch outside. 2-0 the count to John Peck. Speaking of Ridgefield High, congratulations, by the way, to Roy and Gloria Garrison. Roy himself a Ridgefield graduate of nearly 70 years ago at Ridgefield High. 2-0 pitch high. Right about 70 years now, exactly. He's talking about his 70th reunion at Ridgefield High, and also big fans of the Ridgefield Raptors. 3-0 is the count to John Peck, and it's outside for ball 4, and so 2 walks to open this inning. I say congratulations to Roy and Gloria Garrison, not just because of the 70 years since graduating high school, but the years of marriage for the Garrison couple. When we had the wedding on Wednesday, Eli Schubert marrying Aaron Thumb before the ball game on the field right here at the Rourke, as we got a mound visit now for the Nighthawks. And a runner on first and second, nobody out, bottom of the 7th, a 6-1 lead for the Raptors. After the wedding, during the game, they did a little game, I suppose you could call, where everybody stands up and you start counting out the years of marriage and sit down if you've been married for this many years and keep on going up. And Roy and Gloria were the last ones standing at 69 years of marriage now for the Southwest Washington couple, so congratulations to them. Maybe Eli and Aaron can get to that one day. We'll have to wait until 2090, which seems like a long ways away. It is a long ways away. Just 69 years will be there in no time, Eli and Aaron. All right, Tafton Hensley is the next batter. Runners in first and second. Bottom of the 7th inning. And the first pitch to Tafton is a ball 1-0. Runners in first and second. And Ridgefield already leading by 5 runs in this game. Have 6 more outs to get for the Nighthawks when they come to the plate. The 1-0 pitch is hammered to center field. Quadrice Teague running back, and he will make the catch. Tagging and heading to third is Patrick Stark. He will get in without a throw. It is a fly out for Tafton Hensley. And John Peck stays at first base. Patrick Stark gets to third. So runners on the corners for Kobe Morales. Kobe has had a good day at the plate. He's 1 for 3, but he's hit all 3 balls well today. He flew out to center field in the first inning. He flew out to center field in the 4th inning. He hit another fly ball in the 6th inning that hit the top of the fence. Nearly would have been one of 4 home runs today. Ridgefield ended up getting him home on a home run later that inning. First pitch to Kobe is a called ball, 1-0 the count to Morales. Runners on the corners, 1 down. Bottom of the 7th inning, Ridgefield ahead 6-1 with Kobe Morales at the plate. A .336 batting average. Runner goes from first, a pitch outside, no throw down to second. And John Peck scoops up the stolen base. Runners on second and third now for the Raptors. And still a 5-run lead in the 7th inning. On deck is Brady Casper. At the plate is Morales out of Cypress College. The 2-0 pitch is down low and ball 3. From Max Ekman, the new pitcher this inning, 6-foot, 190-pounder out of Clark Community College, originally from East Wenatchee, Washington. Ekman winds and readies for the 3-0 pitch, and he does throw a strike to extend the at-bat. First base is open. The infield is playing in now for the Nighthawks, with 1 out and runners on second and third, so no force out at second, third, or home. The 3-1 pitch to Morales is down and in, and the bases are now loaded with 3 walks in the inning. Morales to first and Brady Casper to the plate, looking for his first hit on the ball game. And we will see another mound visit and a pitching change here in the 7th. A game that is now 2 hours old, moving fairly quickly. And we'll see a new pitcher come in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ridgefield leads at 6-1. We will come back after the pitching change and see what happens with the Raptors having the bases loaded here in the 7th. It will be Brady Casper to the plate when we return. Thanks for joining us for Ridgefield Raptors baseball from the Rourke.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
At Clark Public Utilities, we know you depend on electricity every day. And even though our offices remain closed, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by phone, online, and email. The past year has brought changes to many in our community, with lost jobs or reduced working hours, disrupted childcare, and the challenge of teaching the kids. If you've been financially impacted by the pandemic and can't pay your utility bill, call us or send an email right away. Eligibility for payment assistance has been expanded, so more households may qualify. Through it all, we're always here to provide you with safe and reliable service, and we're ready to help. Clark Public Utilities, ranked highest in customer satisfaction among residential mid-sized utilities in the West by J.D. Power, 13 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Clark Public Utilities, we're always here.
So the bases are loaded for the Ridgefield Raptors in the 7th inning. The Raptors already with a comfortable lead, but hey, 6-1 can change in a hurry if the Nighthawks get some runs on the board. So Ridgefield trying to extend that 5-run advantage. It'll be Brady Casper to the plate. And the new pitcher coming in for the Northwest Star Nighthawks is Tannen Mine. A right-handed pitcher who's making his second appearance on the season. He went 5 innings, allowing no earned runs against the Bend Elks. And Tannen Mine takes over. He's from Sandy, Oregon, Clark Community College, and tosses in a breaking ball for a strike. Bases are loaded with 3 walks given up by Max Ekman, and he exits the game here in the 7th inning with 1 out. Ridgefield leading 6-1. Brady Casper at the plate, 0 for 3 in the contest. He's behind 0-1, now takes ball 1 from Tannen Mine. Checks in at 6'3", 245 pounds, and the right-hander has an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is Bradley Priap, and Brady Casper at the plate. Righty on lefty in this matchup with the bases juiced. 1-1 pitch is torched down the right field line, but foul. Casper getting out ahead of that 80-mile-an-hour throw from Mine. Got the barrel on it, just didn't time it quite right, but Casper took a good swing there. And now trying to straighten it up and get a couple runs home. Casper flew out to left field in his most recent at-bat. Has a 1-2 count with 1 out. The infield now playing back on the middle infielders. Corner infielders playing even with the bag. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Tannen Mine. Working from the first base side of the slab, drops a curveball that's hit to right field. It'll get down for a base hit. It'll score 1, maybe 2. They will hold John Peck at third. It's an RBI single for Brady Casper. The bases remain loaded, and the Raptors claim a 7-1 lead there in the 7th inning. Nice hit ball by Brady Casper. And he scoops up the RBI for Ridgefield. Gives Ridgefield a 6-1 lead. Casper his 5th hit of the or 6th hit of the year, and picks up his first RBI of the summer. Bradley Priap to the plate. Priap takes a strike from Tannen Mine. Priap also looking for his first RBI of the year, so we could see 2 players getting the first ribby. With the bases remaining loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Ridgefield has scored in 3 consecutive frames, and they take a 7-1 lead. Mine to the plate, a ground ball towards third. It's scooped up by Thompson. He'll throw to second. That throw in time, and the throw on to first in there for the double play. So Ridgefield gets the bases loaded with 1 out. They score 1 run on an RBI single by Brady Casper, but Bradley Priap grounds into a double play, and the inning is done. Ridgefield gets 1 run on 1 hit, 2 left on, and we head to the 8th inning here in Ridgefield. It's the Raptors 7 and the Nighthawks 1.
Baseball is back, and Peace Health is excited to once again sponsor the Ridgefield Raptors as they vie for the West Coast League title. Raptors games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring the thrills of Raptors baseball. As the largest health provider in Clark County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty emergency care. Peace Health and the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 great teams.
C-Train is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Train now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Andrew Trotman back to the mound in the top of the 8th inning. It's the Ridgefield Raptors 7 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 1. The Nighthawks have 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error. The Ridgefield Raptors 7 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. 3 home runs on the day for the Ridgefield Raptors. Trotman back to the mound, and he will face the heart of the order: Jack Thompson, Travis Helm, and Luke Staten. Well, Luke Staten's been replaced, so Lairbach will be the next batter, Matthew Lairbach. So the 3rd, 4th, and 5th hitters in this Nighthawks lineup will come to the plate. Top of the 8th inning, Raptors up by 6, and Jack Thompson to the plate. 2 guys who have been on the roster for the Northwest Star Nighthawks this year facing each other. Andrew Trotman still with the Raptors. He throws a ball to Jack Thompson, who has moved from the Raptors to the Nighthawks, and the 1-0 pitch inside for ball 2. A pair of guys who play their college ball not all that far from each other. One for Clark College, one for Lewis and Clark College. Portland and Vancouver based. 2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0 from Andrew. Trotman worked a scoreless 7th inning, and now trying to go for a second scoreless here in the 8th. 3-0 pitch is inside, on the outside corner, for strike one. The Raptors leading 7-1. They scored 1 run in the 5th, 3 runs in the 6th, 1 more run in the 7th to extend the lead. The 3-1 pitch is sliced in back of home plate for a foul ball, and it's 3-2 to Jack Thompson, who has a double on the day with a pair of flyouts. So Thompson's 1 for 3 with an extra base hit. He ended up getting stranded in scoring position. He now hits another fly ball on the payoff pitch from Andrew Trotman, who threw the first 3 pitches of this inning for balls. He threw the next 3 pitches of this inning for strikes, including a foul ball that maintains the count at 3-2 to Jack Thompson from Millbrae, California. Convening with the Fairbanks native of Andrew Trotman. Misses outside, and ball 4 to Jack Thompson, who works a 7-pitch walk to open up the 8th inning. And it'll bring up Travis Helm. 2 Clark College teammates here. Helm from Beaverton moves up north to play for the Penguins. Andrew Trotman from Fairbanks goes south and east to play for Clark College. And now facing against each other here in Ridgefield as Andrew Trotman throws one inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count with nobody out. Runner on first, and a 7-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Trotman looks at the runner at first, throws again on the inside corner, and this one called for a strike. 1-1 the count to Travis Helm, the first baseman who has singled once today, struck out once, and then hit into a 5-6-3 ground out. Not a double play, just a ground ball that bounced off the glove of the third baseman, and Cody Darcy, the shortstop, made the play. A called strike, and Travis Helm is behind 1-2. Won't have a chance for a 5-6-3 ground ball this time, most likely, with the infield and double play depth, so Cody Darcy a long ways away from the third baseman. Runner on first and nobody out. 1-2 pitch from Andrew Trotman is swung on and blooped into right field. It'll be fairly deep, but not deep enough to get out. Brady Casper leans over and makes the catch a few strides inside fair territory. 1 out here in the 8th inning with Matt Lairbach being the next batter. And I think they're going to pinch hit for him. So the third different player to come up, Mason Masterson, is the next batter out of Linfield University. Originally from Ridgefield, Washington. And he steps in with a runner on first and 1 out in the 8th inning. Andrew Trotman looking over at first and now comes ready. Kicks and deals a slider in there for a strike. It's 0-1 the count. Trotman throws a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. 6'3", 205-pounder. Continues to look at the runner at first and now comes ready. 0-1 pitch is at the belt for strike 2 to Masterson, who's getting his first at-bat of the day. Pinch hitting here in the 5-hole with 1 out and 1 on. A 7-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors, top of the 8th inning. Here comes Trotman with the 0-2. It bends outside for ball 1. Beautiful day. The clouds, not very many clouds around the sky. The field is shrouded in with the sun dipping down below the horizon. So shadows all over the field now. The lights on and perfect day for baseball. 1-2 pitch is sliced foul. 1-2 remains the count with 1 out and a runner on first. Infield also remaining in double play depth as the Nighthawks continue at the plate, top of the 8th inning. Ridgefield has led this entire game ever since the bottom of the first. The 1-2 pitch misses away, and it's 2-2 from Andrew Trotman. How about the Corvallis Knights? They were leading 4-0, or trailing 4-0 to the Portland Pickles. Ridgefield probably hoping, I think Portland losing that game would be more helpful. 2-2 pitch in there at the knees for a strikeout looking. And Andrew Trotman gets his second punch out of his appearance. He gets Mason Masterson to strike out without taking a swing. Caden Parker, the next batter, with 2 outs now and a runner on first in the 8th inning. A 7-1 lead for the Raptors. So Corvallis trailing 4-0, and it probably would help for them to beat Portland and knock the Pickles down a bit in the second half. The Portland Pickles currently 2-2 in the second half. Ridgefield is 5-1. And Corvallis has made a bit of a comeback. The game not over yet, but Corvallis has come back as the pitch is high for ball 1. Trailing 4-0, it was Cal State Fullerton and former Oregon State Beaver Jake Harvey for the leadoff double. And they ended up scoring 3 runs that inning, and then Tyson Corio hits a home run to put Corvallis in front, 5-4, as Trotman throws a strike. 1-1's the count. Runner on first and 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Trotman throws a slider that comes in for a strike. That's a heck of a pitch that starts in kind of in line with the batter, and it just keeps bending and drifts all the way in for a strike from the right-handed Andrew Trotman. Goes to the two-seam fastball and hangs it on the outside corner. Put a pin in that one. It ends the inning. On another strikeout-looking, Trotman punches out 2 in a row and strands the runner at first base. He throws 2 scoreless in this ball game. We're on to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Raptors 7 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 1.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Leonard Homes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
One more time at the plate for the Ridgefield Raptors in the bottom of the 8th, as long as the Raptors could hold the Nighthawks in the top of the 9th. It's 7-1 the score. Ridgefield to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading by 6 runs. Tannen Mine returns as the pitcher for the Nighthawks. Cody Darcy reprises his role as the hitter for the Ridgefield Raptors. And a nice day for Cody Darcy. A 2-run home run in his last at-bat, as Darcy is homered for the 6th time this season, and he holds back in the first offering he sees from Tannen Mine. Different pitcher that Darcy has seen this time. He takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 the count with the bases empty, just starting the bottom of the 8th. The Raptors leading 7-1. The 1-0 pitch swung on, and Darcy a bit late on it. 1-1 the count. Now I mentioned that Corvallis had made a comeback, and the Portland Pickles working from a 4-0 deficit to take a 5-4 lead. Well, Portland has delivered a return blow, leapfrogging Corvallis. They now lead 6-5. The strike from Tannen Mine, it's 1-2 the count to Cody Darcy, the leadoff man in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now, generally, you'd think Ridgefield would want Portland to win that game, but you might come down the wire and realize you actually wanted Corvallis to win it, or excuse me, they want Corvallis to win it. Might reverse, but you never know. Darcy fouls one towards the first base side. It remains a 1-2 count. Ridgefield leading 7-1. Corvallis has already nabbed a playoff berth, so it doesn't really matter what they do to a certain degree. But let's say you come down to the wire where Corvallis and Ridgefield are tied for the second half championship. You might want Corvallis to lose the game and win the second half. 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball that Darcy waits on and bloops foul behind home. Well, for the most part, if Corvallis is knotted up with, if Ridgefield is knotted up with Corvallis at the end of the second half for the league championship, they're probably in good enough position ahead of Portland to get the second half, get the wild card anyways. It's the team with the second best overall record who would get that playoff berth. Cody Darcy hits another deep ball to right field, going all the way back to the wall and making the catch with his back to the fence. Ryan Camp pulls it in for out number 1. Darcy has hit 1 home run to that part of the park, more towards center field than that one, but that one was hit pretty well, nearly got out. But Darcy flies out to right field, 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. And Micah McDowell to the plate. Almost to 9 o'clock, inching towards a 2.5-hour ball game here at the Rourke. Back tomorrow for a 1:05 first pitch. The Highline Bears make their first appearance against the Ridgefield Raptors tomorrow afternoon. Micah McDowell, who had a home run after Cody Darcy's bomb 2 innings ago. Takes a ball, 1-0 the count. Ridgefield leading 7-1. Base is empty, 1 out. Cody Darcy had the first of those back-to-back home runs. Now almost gets another one here. Micah McDowell now has 2 home runs on the year with his second half of that back-to-back home run sequence with Darcy in the 6th inning. He now takes another ball. It's 2-0 the count from Tannen Mine. Bottom of the 8th inning, Micah McDowell has now gotten 4 hits against Northwest Star Academy on the summer. Had a 2-hit ball game in the most recent one against the Nighthawks, and he has 2 hits again today. The 2-0 is grounded towards first base, a few steps foul. Fielded by Travis Helm and tossed back to Tannen Mine. It's 2-1 to Micah McDowell, who readjusts the shin guard and takes a couple extra swings. On deck is Reese Hernandez. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. A 6-run lead for the Ridgefield Raptors in the bottom of the 8th. Tannen Mine working from the far first base side of the rubber. Winds and deals the 2-1. A breaking ball that fools McDowell. He seemed to time it right, but just didn't get the location on it. And misses it to even the count at 2-2. 1 out, base is empty. That last check, Walla Walla leading Port Angeles 5-2. That's still the score. Final from Longview. Cowlitz has blanked Yakima Valley. A 4-0 score. The Black Bears winning. 2-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. And McDowell now has a full count from Tannen Mine with 1 out and the base is empty. Bottom of the 8th inning. Bend leading Bellingham 5-1. Portland has extended its lead over Corvallis in the 7th inning. 7-5 is the score with the Pickles leading. They're trying to even that series up. Payoff pitch upcoming from Tannen Mine with 1 out to Micah McDowell. Here it comes. It's a swing and a ground ball off the foot that goes into fair territory down the third baseline. But a foul ball from Micah McDowell, who seems to be in minimal pain, or so I hope. Walks down the first base side and takes a practice cut. He wasn't wincing too much, but walking just a little bit gingerly, but he'll stay in the game for another payoff pitch from Tannen Mine, who's behind the rubber. Now adjusts the ball cap and steps on the slab. Just barely getting his toe on the rubber. Now winds and deals the payoff. A breaking ball hit into left center field. That'll drop, and it's a 3-hit day for Micah McDowell. Cut off the left fielder. McDowell wants to go for 2. He slides into second, and he is safe for a double. Heck of a play for Micah McDowell, who was thinking a double out of the box on a ball that just looked like a textbook single. And Micah McDowell doubles that one up. It's a 1-out 2-bagger for Micah McDowell. He's into scoring position. He's just a triple away from the cycle. Probably won't have the chance to get the cycle. It'll probably be his last at-bat of the day. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. But nonetheless, Micah McDowell has singled in the 6th inning, or 5th inning, homered in the 6th, and now doubled in the 8th. It's Reese Hernandez to the plate, who has a double of his own on the day and a run scored. He's 1 for 4 in the contest, up to 22 games in a row. Reaching base on a hit or a walk. Takes a strike to premiere this at-bat. 0-1 the count, 1 out, runner in scoring position. Bottom of the 8th inning. Ridgefield ahead 7 runs to 1. Hernandez, the left-handed batter out of Santee, California, playing a good left field today. Readies for the 0-1 pitch from Mine, who won't throw it yet. He steps off the rubber and thinks about it again, steps back on with an 0-1 count to Reese Hernandez. Had that double to lead off in the bottom of the 1st inning. Came around to score, and a home run by John Peck, who is in the hole right now. 0-1 pitch is hit foul. Timed it right, but just got a bit under it and slices it upwards into the netting. 0-2 the count to Reese Hernandez, hitting .330 on the year. Hernandez stepping in for his 5th at-bat. He's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. A runner at second, and Micah McDowell. The next pitch is hit towards second base. A one-hopper to the second baseman who bobbles it. Now Caden Parker throws to first, not in time. An error on the second baseman gets Reese Hernandez aboard. And runners on the corners now in the bottom of the 8th inning. E4 on the play, and Hernandez into first base. And Patrick Stark will be the next batter. So infield move into double play depth. There's still one ground ball away from ending the inning in scoreless fashion, but Patrick Stark would like to not get into that situation, get his first hit of the day. He has a ground out, a fly out, and a pair of walks on the day. First pitch to Stark, and he waits on it. Doesn't swing. It's ball one high from Tannen Mine. Runners on the corners. Micah McDowell at third base, able to advance on that ground ball. Had he stayed at first base and laid up for a single earlier, it could have been a double play ball. Instead, he advances to third, plus the errors. So runners on the corners with one out. As Stark takes another ball, it's 2-0 to Patrick. Bottom of the eighth inning, Ridgefield leading 7-1, looking for their 23rd win on the season in game number 37. Stark waving the bat back and forth. A 2-0 count for Patrick, the 18-year-old from Redondo Beach, California. Tannen Mine looking down at the slab, looks up towards his catcher, and the 2-0 pitch is hit high but not deep. In fact, it'll go behind home plate and end up in foul territory, landing on the press box here behind the plate and the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. One more game tomorrow here from this venue, and then we'll be away from here for a while. Two road series that are planted back-to-back, one of them in Port Angeles, one of them in Bellingham, so no return home in the middle. Just 6 straight road games in 6 days. 2-1 the count from Tannen Mine. Another off-speed, again hit high. This one in fair territory. He'll get into the outfield, but not deep. Tough play for the center fielder. It's the right fielder making the catch. Ryan Kemp throws in, and Micah McDowell wants to score, and he's in safely for a sac fly. Micah McDowell has been flying around the base paths today. He has a home run, and now he scores on a sac fly, sliding in safely just ahead of the throw on a fly ball that was not all that deep into right field. And McDowell, who got aboard on a double when he was very aggressive to get into second on the double, he's now aggressively again able to score on the play. John Peck now at the plate with 2 outs in the inning, a runner at first and Hernandez. So an RBI for Patrick Stark, and McDowell scores on the play. It's 8-1, Ridgefield ahead. Peck is late on it and swings a foul ball on the first base side. Ridgefield has scored in 4 consecutive innings now and lead at 8-1. The Raptors have collected 10 hits on the ball game. That is still shy of their average this year, although basically at it, 10.6 hits per game on the summer for the Raptors. That is first in the West Coast League. Runner on first base, an 0-1 count. 2 outs in the inning. John Peck at the plate. A home run earlier today is 4th in the last week. 0-1 the count, and he swings and tips it into the glove for an 0-2 count now. John Peck, who is 1 day ahead of his birthday. He'll turn 19 years old tomorrow and have an afternoon game to celebrate against the Highline Bears. Then a day off afterwards on Monday before the road trip that begins Tuesday evening up in Port Angeles. The barely 18-year-old for not very much longer in there for an 0-2 count. The next pitch is high, ball 1. John has spent 1 year at Pepperdine University. I think we'll head back down to Pepperdine, a much improved player on this summer. He has just gained confidence more and more as the years come along and been on a streak. He has an 11-game hit streak coming into this game. Had a home run in the first inning, an RBI double in the 5th. He walked in his most recent at-bat. 0-2 is the count to John Peck, who takes in the dirt, and now Hernandez will dig for second. He'll get in there on a wild pitch that bounced off the catcher, Jacob Cobb, and Hernandez into scoring position. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Ridgefield already leading 8-1. I think we'll see a new pitcher in the 9th inning. Andrew Trotman has gone 2 innings. And we will probably see a new thrower in the 9th to close it out. After Ridgefield will end this inning, already scoring 1 run this frame. 2 outs, runner on second. A 1-2 count from Tannen Mine, a long pause, and now he throws a fly ball to right field, not too deep. It'll get probably into foul territory. Going back as the first baseman and unable to make the catch. Travis Helm is running with his back to the plate and trying to make a hard catch right as the right fielder Camp was coming in, and he just got to the play near when the ball was landing, and neither of them could pull it in. It goes down as a foul ball and remains a 1-2 count to John Peck. By the way, thanks to J&R Wood Products. J&R Wood Products is your local cabinet company, giving back to the community one cabinet at a time. John Peck gets a hold of the barrel again, the same bat that he has used for all 4 home runs in the last week. A bat that he just purchased about a week and a half ago after breaking his 6th bat of the summer, which unofficially leads the league. He has a 1-2 count, takes, and it's just above the belt. 2-2 the count, 2 outs, runner on second. When Kobe Morales hit his home run a couple days ago, he was borrowing John's bat, and so 5 home runs this week have been all hit by that same black-colored bat. The bomb company that makes the bomb bat should use that one in their commercials, I think. They need to get a hold of John Peck. After all, they can pay him now with the whole NCAA changes with the name, image, likeness. John slices one into right field and might get down, and it does, right in front of the right fielder. Ryan can't make the play, and Reese Hernandez scores. It's another RBI for John Peck. A whopping 4 runs batted in on the day for Johnny. And he singles now. He's now a triple shy of the cycle, so 2 different players, Micah McDowell and John Peck, are both a triple shy of the immaculate performance of the cycle. Probably neither of them will have an at-bat today, but or another one, I mean. But you never know. McDowell led off, or was the first player to reach this inning with a double. He has scored already. That one scored Hernandez. So John Peck gets his 3rd hit of the day and his 4th RBI. Tafton Hensley to the plate. He hits one hard to left field, but right at Carter Monda, who takes 1 step in and makes the catch to end the inning. Tafton Hensley has hit 4 balls pretty hard today. He has flown out on 4 occasions. And we head to the 9th inning. 3 more outs to get. It'll be a new pitcher coming in for the Ridgefield Raptors in the top of the 9th. A 9-1 lead for the Raptors. It looks like Ryan Pitts will be coming in the top of the 9th. And indeed, it will be Ryan to try to get what will not be a save opportunity, but to close it out at least with an 8-run lead to his name. We'll come back and see the 9th inning after this.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
Ridgefield Main Street thanks you for supporting the Raptors and downtown, the heart of Ridgefield. Spend the moolah you win at the game at downtown shops and restaurants. Upcoming events include Main Street Day, C-Tran Shuttle Downtown Tailgate, and the Friday Night Flicks Outdoor Film Series. We are a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. More information at ridgefieldmainstreet.com and find us on Facebook at Ridgefield Main Street. We'll see you downtown. And go Raptors!
Top of the 9th inning from Ridgefield. 3 more outs to get. It'll be Ryan Pitts attempting to record them. The Vancouver product pitching up in Longview for Lower Columbia College. Coming back down to the Vancouver area for his collegiate summer league baseball. And he will be making his 11th appearance on the summer here for Ridgefield. He's got an 8-run lead to work with. Top of the 9th inning. And Pitts coming in, not for a save opportunity, but still chance to get 3 outs, and the 6'2", 210-pounder takes to the mound for his first appearance since the 11th of this month when he went 1 2/3 innings against Cowlitz up in Longview at his home field. Gave up 1 run in that ball game. He has an ERA on the season of 4.95, and the right-hander trying to reduce that even a little bit more here in the 9th inning. Throws a strike to the leadoff man, Jacob Cobb, to start out the 9th inning. We'll get a post-game interview, not on the stream here. We're going to switch up how we do our post-game interviews, by the way. We'll go down on the field and do it afterwards as the 0-1 pitch is down and away. 1-1 the count to the leadoff man in the 9th inning. 9-1 lead for the Raptors, trying to get their final 3 out. So we'll go down the field, do a post-game interview, and then post it on social media. So stay tuned to the Ridgefield Raptors YouTube account and Twitter and all that. A slicing foul ball sets the count at 1-2 to Jacob Cobb. So we'll do a quick post-game here, go get a post-game interview, and there's a number of players who would be worthy candidates for a post-game conversation. We'll grab one of them after this game. Ridgefield racking up 11 hits on the ball game. 1-2 the count as Pitts deals and another foul ball. Ryan Pitts, who is the opening day starter for Ridgefield back on June 2nd. And so if he finishes this game out, he will be the first pitcher for Ridgefield and the most recent pitcher to throw for the Raptors, trying to close this one against the Nighthawks. He is 3-2 on the year. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and Ryan Pitts records his 24th strikeout of the summer, and he sits down Jacob Cobb to open up the 9th inning. Ryan Camp is the scheduled hitter. I believe they're bringing in a pinch hitter, Brendan Kimball. 5'11", 195-pounder from Clark Community College, originally from Belfair, Washington. Steps in with nobody on base, 1 out. Top of the 9th inning, and he takes a big swing and doesn't get it. 0-1 the count from Ryan Pitts. Ryan did not pitch in either of the Northwest Star Nighthawk games earlier this summer, so first time he's facing this ball club. 0-1 is on the outside corner, and it's no balls and 2 strikes from Ryan Pitts. 1 out in the inning, top of the 9th, a 9-1 lead for the Raptors. If they win this game and hold on, they'll improve to 23 and 14 on the year in overall games. 0-2 pitch also fouled off. Northwest Star Academy has defeated West Coast League teams 5 times this summer. They're 5-8 against WCL organizations. This will be the last time these two teams play against each other. They're 1-1 across the way against each other so far this summer. So this is the deciding game. 0-2 pitch misses. It's 1-2 from Ryan Pitts, who loses his cap in the process. Able to put it back on. The white ball caps today with the new red jerseys and white pants for the Raptors. We'll come back tomorrow for a 105 start against the Highline Bears, and then a day off Monday. The 1-2 from Pitts is swung on and missed, and he has struck out both batters he has faced. He loses the ball cap again. Who needs it when you're striking out batters left and right? That is 4 consecutive strikeouts that the Ridgefield Raptors have recorded. 2 of them by Ryan Pitts, the last 2 by Andrew Troutman. And Quadrice Teague will try to avoid being the final batter of this ball game. 2 outs, 9th inning, and Teague swings and tips one at the plate. And it's 0-1 the count on the foul ball. Infield playing towards the lines, outfield not too deep, with a 9-1 lead for Ridgefield. A game that's 2 hours and 40 minutes old now from the Rourke. Final game between these two teams. The slider on the outside corner just misses outside. It's 1-1 the count. 2 outs, bases empty for Quadrice Teague from Vancouver. 0-3 in the ball game. Ridgefield pitcher holding the Nighthawks to just 4 hits today. 1-1 pitch down the middle for strike 2. And the Nighthawks down to their final strike. How about Ridgefield pitchers today? With just a bevy of strikeouts on the day. It started out with Jet Lotus, who recorded 5 of them. Or 6 of them, excuse me. So 14 strikeouts on the day for Ridgefield pitchers. And Ryan Pitts 1 strike away from adding 1 more. The 1-2 is above the belt, ball 2. Pitts loses his cap again, and Bradley Priap has to wait a beat before throwing the pitch, or throwing back to him as he reaches down to grab it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, base is empty. 9-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It swung on and fouled back towards the crowd. A lot of fans staying through the conclusion of this game. Good crowd on hand. Over 1,300 tonight for today's ball game. Or excuse me, over 1,200. 1,231 Fans, the official attendance for tonight's ball game, one of the largest crowds we've seen all summer. Should be a good day for baseball again tomorrow. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. And Ryan Pitts strikes out the side in the 9th inning. Ridgefield closes it on 5 consecutive strikeouts to end the ball game. And the final score is the Ridgefield Raptors 9 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 1. The Raptors scoop up 11 hits in the ball game, including 3 home runs. One of them by John Peck, one by Micah McDowell, and one by Cody Darcy. Give you the quick numbers before signing off. We'll go get a post-game interview after this that we'll post later tonight on YouTube and Twitter and all our social media sites. We'll go down in just a moment. Jet Lotus goes 3 innings, gives up 1 unearned run. Hudson Leach went 2 innings with no runs allowed. Hudson will, I believe, be the winning pitcher tonight. And Jacob Acosta, Andrew Trotman, and Ryan Pitts all pitched scoreless innings as well. For the offense for Ridgefield, Reese Hernandez chipped in a double. John Peck went 3 for 4 with a double and a home run. 4 RBIs for John. Kobe Morales and Brady Casper both had hits. So did Cody Darcy, went 1 for 4 with a homer. And Micah McDowell went 3 for 3. A double, a homer, and a single, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. And I think I'm going to try to get Micah McDowell after this game, who had himself perhaps his best game of the summer. Well, we'll sign off for now. Go try to grab Micah or another player available down on the field and join you tomorrow. A 1:05 first pitch between the Highline Bears and the Ridgefield Raptors. Hope to see you then. The Raptors win it tonight 9-1 to get their 23rd win of the summer. They're 23-14. Talk to you tomorrow afternoon for a Sunday matinee from the work. I'm Josh Warden for Chandler Luderman and everyone else along the way. So long until tomorrow.